Welcome to the most boring trail stream you've ever seen. We're gonna be talking to so many NPCs. What a chore. I hope you enjoy if you decide to stick through it. Huh. Welcome today to the most hyped trail stream you've ever seen! You are going to see so many plot lines come together in this stream. How many plots? The most plots you've ever seen. Take it away, Fromst. That's right, Frosty. Today, we are going to see the SSS travel across Crossbell, speaking with tens, if not hundreds of NPCs, each with their own separate storyline to follow and try to remember, but it's going to be tough. Well, we're gonna see how Frost handles this one. All right, I'm done. I'm done with my bit. That's it? Man. Hope you enjoyed my bit. It was, I thought about it last minute. It's like there's two different people on stream. How do you know there isn't? It's me, Frostique. It's me. Fromst. It's me. Frost. Welcome. Today is Trails. Of course it's Trails. What would it be? Other than Trails. We have a lot of NPCs to knock out. And I plan on really trying to get into those NPCs. Sorry, I really plan on focusing on speaking with as many as possible. I won't ignore chat, but I will try not to go on a tangent. Like last stream, we got through maybe 30 NPCs total because of how distracted I am by chat all the time. I had fun. I enjoyed talking. But we got a Felice! Hot dog! Welcome! How you doing? Welcome, welcome. It's been a while. Hi, JC. Hi, Jess. How about them Kyria bombs? Popper. Kyria bombs. So, 19 months! Thank you for the continued support. Thank you, Felice, so much. Cat face. Can I do cat face? Not really. Okay. Did you guys hear that? Oh, the piano player was on turbo mode. Anyways. Yeah, I'll try to get as many NPCs knocked out. Not literally. I'll just talk to them as I can today. As it says in the stream title, this is the Crossbell NPC flow state stream. We are going to be in the zone. I'll speak to NPCs faster than I've ever spoken to them before. Realistically, we can finish them today. Technically, given we hard focus, yes. But you know how Foxbrain is. Foxbrain sees interesting thing in chat and then speaks about it for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we don't get anything done. Even if they get knocked out, a Kyria bomb should help them. Oh, for sure. As we know, a Kyria bomb is the cure-all. It is the miracle medicine. It can stop you from being wet. Huh? How about that? That's pretty cool. Don't know how that works, but being wet is a status condition, I guess. It keeps you dry. Yeah, but I thought what was implied was that they were already wet because they were traveling outside already in the rain. So it was like implied that it would get rid of the wetness. But I also like the thought that he gives us a Kyria bomb, like if it can keep you dry as well. It's just like covering yourself in Vaseline so the water just rolls off of your body. just jump into a tub of Vaseline. Hello Bomb dries you? No, who knows? Maria Magic? Not even Falcom knows. Why can't we just give Curia Balm to Shizuku to cure her eyesight? I mean, she's already had her eyesight cured through Kia's magic, but maybe Kia's magic is just Curia Balms. But like, remote activated Curia Balms. Hooey. So yeah, I mean, I talked about it the other day. I modded my 3DS. And that's pretty fun. So I had been playing Fire Red on my PS Vita, but instead I got it on the 3DS, and the 3DS runs it much better because native hardware actually has Game Boy hardware in it. And then I've been playing Mystery Dungeon, one of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, and I like that. It's very cute. I chose a Snivy. Very cute. Very sassy looking. What else did I get? Let's see. I got Diamond. I got Diamond because that's one of the 2 Pokemon games I ever played. Was Fire Red and Diamond. And put it on there. I own Diamond somewhere in my boxes, so I put it on there. For some reason, you prefer the dungeons over the normal ones. I have had much more fun with the dungeons than regular Pokemon. Okay, when I say Pokemon games that I've played, I should clarify. Yes, I played Fire Red, and I played Diamond when I was younger. Fire Red on the Game Boy, and Diamond on the DS. And I played, like, maybe a short bit of other Pokemon games, like Gold on the Chonker Game Boy, but it didn't. It had its save battery was dead, so it couldn't save it. But I also played Mystery Dungeon on the DS, I think it was. Does this count as a Stunlock? No, we haven't started Trails yet. Don't worry. So basically, I remember when I first played the Mystery Dungeon game on the DS, it was really sad because I thought, man, this game, it's so cute. I get to be a Pokemon. I am the Pokemon. I get to use the moves as if I were the Pokemon. I'm not the trainer. I don't have to tell them to use the Pokemon. I can be one special Pokemon. And I was this cute Pokemon. And I forget which Pokemon, but I was a cute one. But then something happened. One day when I lay down to sleep, it asked me if I wanted to change. It asked me if I wanted to evolve. I was like, hey, yeah, cool. Evolving's cool. I did that in Fire Red. So I evolved, and then I wasn't cute anymore. Then I was sad. Then I stopped playing. I stopped playing the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game on the DS because I evolved, and then I wasn't a cute Pokemon anymore. I was not a cute Pokemon anymore. Slightly confused on what we're talking about. We're talking about Mystery Dungeon on the DS. Risha, I choose you. Maybe the players are the trainers in the Trails universe. So she hates her kids after they turned teen. No. I was the Pokemon. I evolved. And then I didn't like what I looked like. And so I quit the game. Your older brother is a Gen 1 90s kid, so his Pokemon stuff passed down to you. Nice. Yeah, The first console I ever owned was a Game Boy. With a football game. I think it was probably a Madden game. And some others. I think there was an Atari thing. And then there was also Pokemon Gold. So not the original, just Gold. Unless Gold was the original. I don't think it was. Was it? I don't know. Who knows? Gold is original? Holy heck! Yeah, okay, I had the original Game Boy. I'm a Game Boy. I had the original Game Boy. And the Pokemon. So basically, I would start the game. I would pick the one that has like a sharp nose and I think was leaf-based. And like had its eyes slitted, like shut. That one. And then I would run around. I would get to the first town. I would do some fighting. That's fire. Then so that's Fire Red. Okay, then I'm mistaking my Leaf Green playthrough with... That's fire? Isn't Fire Red and Leaf Green just a remake of the original? Oh, Fire Red and Pokemon and Leaf Green are remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green, not Gold. What was the first Pokemon game? Red and Green were the first Pokemon game. So, Fire Red and... Then did I have... Which one did I have? I thought I had Gold. Gold and Silver remakes the Heart Gold, Silver, Soul Silver. Oh, the remakes are. Gold is second gen. Oh, okay. So I didn't have the first Pokemon game. I had the second Pokemon game. Or yellow, not gold. I had the yellow one. Yellow is Gen 1. Gold is Gen 2. Oh, you know what? I'm confused. I'm gonna play Trails, because when it comes to Trails, I'm not confused. To talk about something I understand. You haven't played Pokemon games much? You know nothing about them? Fair. And you don't need to. You really don't need to. Confusion is a thing? Yeah. I know there are people who are really into Pokemon. One of my friends are. They like people who they'll know every single Pokemon entry and all the Pokemon within. And that's never been me. I just played 2 games because that's what my parents got me. And I was happy. And I never sought another Pokemon game again until I modded my 3DS. And played the mystery dungeons. Because those were fun. It's like an action JRPG, except turn-based, but not. You're a Pokemon nerd? Not that much of a nerd? It's okay, it's okay. I have to admit, I did play a little bit of Pokemon, I think it's Let's Go Eevee, because it was first gen again, right? Because it's the same world as was in Fire Red, which is the first game I played all the way through. So I played like up to the point where I had access to the Pokemon mating system. And then that was it. I stopped. We recently learned there's a trash Pokemon and an ice cream Pokemon. I think I can see the ice cream Pokemon in my head because I think I've seen pictures of it. Probably from all the people doing the smash or pass things. I've not seen the trash one, though. We've played Shin since launch and still have no clue on many of the characters, and there are way fewer than in Pokemon. What is Shin? Anyways, we got NPCs to talk to. We haven't done anything. We haven't spoken with any of these ones. We have them all in the party because we're talking with Duggo. Then we're gonna skip over to speak with Clarice, and then we can kick Noelle out of the party for the rest of the NPC dialogue. Genshin as pronounced at an awards show. Oh, I see. I would not have known that. I have acquired the notebook because you never know when you might learn something interesting from these NPCs. Alright, chat. I'm ignoring you now. I'm talking NPCs. They matter more to me than you do to me until they are done. That's just the way it is. Once I'm done talking to them, then I don't care about them anymore. It's tough love, but that's how I gotta do it. Who needs you anyway? Yeah, come on. Who needs the streamer? But are we members of chat just NPCs? I mean, that's up to you to decide. If you feel like you're an NPC, go all for it. Be who you want to be. You're definitely an NPC. All right. Maybe I'll react to chat a little bit. You know, I don't want to have a repeat of last stream where we had lots of fun and no progress in the game. We cannot have fun here. No fun. Ice cream's so good. Yeah, I agree. I haven't had ice cream in a while though. Last time I had ice cream. All right, I'm stun locked. Last time I had ice cream, I went to Culver's. Well, at Culver's, I get a chocolate concrete mixer. That's concrete, baby. Culver's, let's go. That's right. Culver's is goated. In the wise words of Charlie Barons, you cannot pass by 3 Culver's. After passing the 3rd Culver's, you must stop at the next Culver's. It is law. Getting sidetracked already? Listen. We have the first dialogue up. I haven't started reading the dialogue. I think we're still in that, like, grace period before the dialogue starts, where I should be pardoned for my actions. Okay. Let's go. Flow state enabled. I've opened it. You're right. I should probably start. The Republic Army seems to have gone on standby in response to that blue tree appearing. Even still, caution is an absolute must. Now that we have no barrier or ions to back us up. Hot dog! First dialogue! What a way to start the stream! 84! Barrier counter has increased. Would you look at the time? Barrier o'clock. At this point, the CDF is Crossbell's last bastion of defense. We need to be as vigilant as humanly possible. You guys! Wait, I just remembered. We're not supposed to arrest you anymore. Oh, he was about to whip out his machine gun on us. I wonder what the Defense Force even aimed to accomplish in the end. When it was established, it felt like the CGF had finally found its pride. Or at least, that's how I saw it. They sold us a dream. One that we're only just beginning to wake up from. Sorry, NPC. That's all you get. That's all the time you get. I'm in my flow state. Oh, by the way, we can do the punishment. I don't want to call it that. We can do the quiz stream soon that has punishments involved. Because I've ordered some hot stuff from that website you sent me, Papa Boy. I've ordered ghost pepper barbecue sauce and ghost pepper pickles. So I've got some hot stuff on the way. So I'm gonna die. My intestinal tract will be destroyed. Basically, will sound tasty. You think so? Basically, we will do the quiz stream, the Trails quiz stream pretty soon. Might not even get those punishments. Yeah, but at least I have them for if I ever need them for something else, you know? For another punishment thing. Many Calvardians who didn't get out of Crossbell before the barrier went up have been gathering at the gate! Hi, Pocket. I'm great. How about you? Hang on, I gotta find it. There we go. 85. You know, my dream of getting 100 barrier counter might be possible. This is crazy. Who would have thought? Not the NPC said barrier. You're great? Good, good, good. I'm glad you like the word. Gut rot spicy, so there's that. Look, I can barely handle a chipotle. I can barely handle a chipotle mixed with honey and chicken and garlic and all that other stuff. Even diluted. I can hardly handle a chipotle. So, we're gonna see me absolutely die on stream if I get that punishment. Hoo-wee. Don't miss on the quiz then? Hey, I am pretty confident in my trail's anatomy. Anatomy? Yeah, sure. My trail's anatomy. But I don't know how obscure the questions are gonna be. Any Calvardians who didn't get out of Crossbell before the barrier? That's the same dialogue. We already saw this one. Yeah, okay. But seeing as we can't relax our guard against the Republic right now, we have no choice but to stop them from passing. Makes me feel a little bad, actually. I can empathize with their desire to go home. You regularly have cayenne pepper with your foods. How hot is that? Oh, hot dog, JC. A year and 6 months. That's a year and a half. That's almost, well, the entire time I've been streaming. I think JC, you're like one of my oldest followers. Besides, like, my friends. Because you hopped in when I was doing OS. 30k Scovilles? Okay, that's more than I can handle. When I can barely handle a Chipotle. Oh, wait. Never mind. I lied. Hey, Felice. He's been here for 5 years before I even started streaming. Because, you know, that's just how it works. That's just how it works. Felice can absolutely flounder over these people. Flounder? I don't know. Stomp and style over these guys. You thought you were something? Then Felice walks up. You've been following. Felice is a friend from my VR chat days. Long time ago. Played tourneys together? Oh, wait, I lied. Sorry. Felice was my OS friend. And then we hang out in VR chat afterwards. Yeah, we played OS tourneys together. We were on the same team. It was a good time. That's how you ended up following me. Situation abnormal. There is a giant tree in the wetlands. Oh, it's the guy who's always telling me the situation. Just what in the world is that thing? I haven't been able to sit still since it appeared. No. Get it together, Private. You must remain calm for the sake of the civilians. They're right here. They're seeing you panic. Whoa, even the barrier gone. We still can't return to the Republic. Look at who it is. It's look who it is. It's 86. Give you a girl's name? You don't know what to name this character? A girl's name? Rebecca. Wait, there's already a Rebecca, isn't there? That's one of the ladies that works with Fran. You want the barrier gone, we still can't return to the Republic. I just want to get my little boy to safety. Alright, Rebecca it is. Dad, I want to go home. We gotta go, Mr. Krabs. Who are you? I like your sprite. You were added in Azure. God, enough! Why not use his name? Are you people keeping me here? Just who is responsible for this? There has to be someone I can blame. The manager. That's easy, right? Rumor has it that Ilya's regained consciousness. It's true that Crossbell is in for some tough times ahead. But so long as we have Ilya as our guiding light, I just know everything will be okay. Sure. Alexi, isn't this Randy's friend? Wouldn't you know it, I don't have much of an appetite right now. No, that won't do. I'm in a position where I need my nutrients, even if I have to force myself to eat. The Empire or the Republic could invade us at a moment's notice. I have to be ready to protect our state. I don't know why they're so worried about being invaded when they have their own problems right now. Every time you hear Rebecca or Becky, your mind immediately thinks, oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. I mean, you know, that's an easy reference to make. It's pretty popular. So Randy has a lot of friends, someone don't even realize it yet. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, yeah, that's completely understandable. That's just how Randy works. It's the Randy law. You meet Randy, you're his friend. He's just that kind of guy. I know things aren't great right now, but would you like anything to eat? Being hungry just compounds your anxiety and irritation, you know? Your mind will feel a lot calmer after a nice big meal. I haven't listened to the song in a long time. Yeah, but it sticks with you, doesn't it? I don't think I've ever listened to the song. I've only ever heard it quoted. You blame your mom? Nice. Well, you know, almost all of Randy's friends are women also. Wonder if there's a connection? He's a good-looking guy. And he's smooth with his words. Okay, Dahlia was at the other place. This starts with a J? Oh, this is the one that I always forget. No, it's Flammy. I always forget this one. Furami. With the future being as uncertain as it is, Deputy Commander Douglas has gone to the city to figure out what our plan should be going forward. Between that big blue tree and a potential invasion from the Empire or the Republic, we've got a lot of problems on our hands. How much the Defense Force will be able to help remains to be seen. But I'd like to do whatever I can to keep hope alive. Okay, so we can't talk to Duggo here. Where is Duggo? Specifically, is he in Orcus Tower or the Civic Center? So I can speak to him with Noelle in the party. Last time you seriously listened to popular music was 2012. I think so too. Because that's the last time I, like, rode in cars a lot. And had the radio on at all. Maybe even earlier than that. He's in Orcus? Okay. Okay, Brood was at Tongham Gate. Belgard Gate, which means this is Birel. Okay, this is Garrison, the other guy is Birel. Gosh darn it. Usually listen to video game music nowadays. If I listen to music, I listen to the Goat Spin song. I listen to Toho medleys. I blame Toho for that, and then I also blame Os for that. And then I listen to the last one. There's a creator, an artist that I really like called Fear of Dark. He makes a lot of tracker music, like a tracker DAWs in those kind of DAWs. And it's really good. He's got a really, like, old style music, like video game-ish music. We're continuing to monitor the Republic for the Deputy Commander's orders. That said, it was only with the power of the Ions that we were able to keep the major powers armies at bay before. The next time they press us, we probably won't be able to stop them. What do you mean? You have an entire garrison to handle. Should be able to take them on. There's Burrell. That tree, I bet you can see it from every point in the state. It appeared out of nowhere like, it appearing out of nowhere was like something out of a fairy tale. What's going to happen to Crossbill next? Your guess is as good as mine. It's gonna get... Oh, he's worrying about Brood, because Brood and Burrell are friends. It's going to get, the tree's coming down. We're gonna suck Kia right out of the tree. The tree will then lose its power source, which is Kia. And then the tree dies, but Kia does not. Oh, that's right. We haven't spoken with Chiruru, who's being harassed by the Culvard Speedsters 3. Excuse me, what's going on here? Police, SSS, we're here to protect the lady. Wasn't this girl supposed to know the safe way to take? Wait a second. Could they have possibly protected her from something? I didn't sign up to run a marathon on the entire highway. Adios, I thought I was gonna die! Why, yes. Couldn't that monster chase someone else? This has been enough crossbow for me, thank you very much. You can't leave, though. We ran into a cryptid on the way here. I half expected it to kill us. At least we made it to Tongan Gate now. But now we just need to cross over to the Republic. Well, we will be able to go back, right? No, not yet. Even with the barrier It's happening so much, so quickly, that I can't even hype it up. It's just what it is. Barrier? Yes. Even with the barrier gone, we didn't have an actual kind of car to get home with. That girl we ran into offered to guide us here, but then a cryptid showed up out of nowhere. Okay. These are the 3 hot routers? Yes, they're the Culvard Speedsters 3. Who are, surprisingly, not harassing. When you see them surrounding someone, you assume they're I'm dying. You assume they're harassing them. Yeah, I'll hydrate quick before I continue talking. When you see these 3 surrounding someone, or standing in front of them as a group, you would assume they're harassing that person, but actually, in the end, they were just getting help from her. She was guiding them as the resident Crossbell walker. I should have known hitchhiking would have been easier. Prefer I don't die? Our goals may align. I met these boys near the east exit of the city. They said they were headed to Tongan Gate, so I decided to bring them along as my bodyguards. But as it turns out, they were totally useless. They were good bait. Still, hoofing it all the way here on the highway was actually pretty thrilling. Maybe I should double back and head for Amorica now. Chiruru is crazy, bro. I love the way she lives. Live your life the way you want to. She is. Aha. This is the cryptid? Hang on, I gotta rest. I gotta go to the Merkaba and rest. Then I can go fight probably a cryptid if that's what they were talking about. Live your life the way Chiruru does. Yes, don't care about anything. Don't care about anyone. Walk into potentially dangerous situations constantly and come out unscathed. Always. Yeah. Also, just be annoyed at the thought of having to sit still. Are you a cryptid? Tell me. Is that what you are? I shot ya. What do you think? I'm gonna get it from behind. Even though it doesn't do anything. Here there are necromancers around. We can just get Maribel to undead Frost. Is it that easy? Looks like a devil? Certainly. Akamana. Yeah, it's a devil. Okay, first up. I see there's a double attack. What I'll do, I think, is yoink it from... I think I'll yoink it from Lloyd. I'll have Kia... Kia. No, I wonder who I'll yoink it from Lloyd with. What if I accelerate? It brings her up, and that's it. They're already really fast. Art steal 150% damage. Oh, let's do that. Of course I'm gonna do that. Why wouldn't I? What? Master Arts are instant cast? Okay, this is the first time I've cast one. Is it the first time I cast one? No, I don't think so. I think I've cast one before. I remember seeing that card effect in the bottom right. I've cast one before with Tio. Okay. Anyways, arts are gonna do percent damage. What do I do here? I want someone to analyze. I can have Lloyd run up and analyze. Okay, so she can start casting. What do you think these things are weak to? I'm gonna try space. Do Lucifin Wing. Your feet fell asleep. Hot dog. That's not good. What do you usually do to get it to come back awake? I usually shake my legs around. I'm doing a little jig. Do a little hip hop. Okay, so there is no... They are not higher elemental beings. Maybe slap him a bit? Maybe that'll work. A war demon that wanders Gehenna. Its fiendish abilities cast foes into utter despair. They can be AT delayed. So what I'm gonna do is just kill them. Seems pretty simple. What's your level? 99. So I'm not over-leveled to these things. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba do ba ba ba. And they don't have any higher elemental resistances. They're just basic. Okay, Lloyd. Let's actually do Burning Heart this time. That's not it. Alright, Lloyd. Get in there and start spinning. Nice. You're pretty basic for a devil. You're nothing to scoff at. Quick, favorite trail song go? There's so many. My, obviously Silver Will is a good song. But if there was a song that I'd listen to over and over, it would likely be... I'm gonna steal this crit. Okay. It would likely be, I think it's called... someday, again, someday. It's the goodbye song. It's the goodbye song. What is happening, June? What do you mean, what is happening? Welcome, welcome. We are killing demons. Lloyd is also in the stratosphere. I'm sorry? That's what this is what it does! He's Sonic! He's supersonic racing! Alright, sorry folks, but this is the end for you once Kia's up. You can heal all you want. This is it. Lucifin Wing. Hi, June. In my heart, in the piano version of Whereabouts Are Light are some of your faves. Sorry. But yeah, one of my favorite songs is the Goodbye song. It goes ba 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 When's Kia's turn? Yeah. Sorry, did I say Kia? Oh, crap. I meant Tio! How do I do this? Ah, shoot! Noelle doesn't have a Master Quartz. Wasted XP! Do I redo the fight? That was 1200 XP. Divide that, or take a fifth of that? There's no real need, I guess. Ruby gem. That's attack 5? Sorry, attack 4? Hot diggity dog if it isn't attack 4. 1700 strength 2. Not gonna go up that much. 1764 to 1780. It's not huge, but it's decent. Who could we put that on to give them more arts? Because it's not really that much of a boost to actual damage. It would give Gigant Rage. Gigant. I guess I'll put it on Rishia for a slight tick up in damage. See if it breaks past some kind of exponential barrier. Aoki Shizuku is another banger. Is that the voiced one? Is that the song that has voices? Or, vocals? Vocals is the right word to use there. I remember when you were chasing me down. Monster, now I can shoot you. That's the one on the intro screen. That one? Okay. It's the theme that I associate with Crossbell. Nice. Hey, look who it is. I wonder if they made babies while they were here. Stuck outside the barrier. It's a nice thought. I mean, it is. Like they're like kind of in love. Well, she's in love with him. I don't know how he thinks about her. But they're hanging out. They're having a chill time together. They're in a place that they both really like. It's a place of fishing and only fishing. It is the best and purest place they could be. He's in love with his rod. She's in love with his rod. I'd forgotten that man Sir Don was the only one, was the one allowing us to stay here. He's ruined our precious alone time. And for that, he's going to pay. Uh-oh. I love how evil she is. But, like, not... Like, she's, like, evil in a not menacing way. Like, she can't actually do anything, even though she's evil. He interrupted fishing. He must die. Hot dog. Well, didn't think I'd find you here, Lake Lord. I believe you said we were free to use this boathouse as we see fit. You've no right to complain now. Oh, of course not. A promise is a promise. Still, this place isn't exactly convenient. You know you're welcome to join us at the branch office in town, right? Oh, please! We haven't fallen so low that we need charity from the likes of you. Dang it all. We're supposed to be mortal enemies. Why is he acting so chummy? It's unbecoming is what it is. He won't win me over that easily. Gonna be eating a lunch right now, so he'll be back fit. AFK? No problem. Have a good lunch. If you need his boathouse, you are taking charity from him. You are, Lake Lord. You're already you've already fallen into Serdon's hands, his fishing grip hands. It takes resilience to live out here for a month the way these two do. Looks like they've been drying fish and poured incredible wild grass to scrape by. Hot dog. I guess they know how to survive. They are fishers, despite seeming to be, you know, pompous nobles who don't know how to take care of themselves. Hope you'd say hot dogs. How did you know what you're eating? You know what? I say hot dog a lot, but you can't predict when I'm gonna say hot dog. It's not, it's one of those things that just happens when it feels right. That deserves some kind of respect. Nice. Predict another hot dog within the hour. Alright, you know what? If you spread your prediction in such a broad way, I feel like you're gonna hit the mark. It just happens and you put your hope out too soon. Hey, maybe next time your hot dog prediction will work out for you. Alright, so what I have to do is I have to speak with Duggo and Clarice in Crossbell City. While I have Noelle in the party. And then I will switch Noelle out and I will head over to Armorica. Ah! It's a bad day to walk into me. This is your end, Bulls. Their mistake. Why did you do that? You thought you could juke us by running behind the other guy? Nah. Was that Risha's voice with reverb? We haven't been to downtown? Not during this portion of the game, no. I'll bring Wazzy there. So Duggo's at this, probably at Orcus Tower, and Clarice is right here. We can take care of that right away. Yo, what up? If only my husband were still with us. Ozma maybe. Ozma would have chosen to fight for what was right until the very end. That was his pride as a guardsman. Ooh! Is she throwing shade at Noelle without even realizing it? Is that what this is? Because Noelle abandoned us for the arguably evil side. Please, Special Support Section. Keep watching after Noelle and Fran. My daughters are in your care. You can work them as hard as you like until you've resolved this crisis. Just a small burn. Jeez, Mom. Interesting. So that's the only special dialogue. Is geez, Mom. Noelle from 1L Finder to 2L Taker! Ooh! Apply some Kyria Balm? I don't know. This might be the one thing a Kyria Balm can't fix. Oh, that was scathing. Mr. Doggo. Hey, Doggo. Is this you? Hey, is this you? Hi, Mireille. Hi, McDowell. Hi, Sergey. Oh, no. Crap. We're gonna do Sergey at the beginning of stream so that the rest of stream, my voice is ruined. Let's do it. Unless I can skip speaking to Sergey. And do it later. And Duggo is a single dialogue. No, no, it's not. News of Vita's arrest has already begun to make its way out of our borders. We must be wary of the two major powers how the two major powers react. How is the current situation throughout Crossbell, Deputy Commander? Understandably, the tree's appearance is causing panic and confusion across the state. Many citizens are also requesting transport to St. Ursula Hospital now that the barrier is down. 88? Look, okay. When the barrier went down and we were still at 70 counter, I was like, this is it. We've hit our turning point. The climax of the barrier counts. But somehow, they've mentioned barrier more after the barrier's gone down than while the barrier was up. And we're almost to 100. I was worried we wouldn't make it. We might not. Maybe this is the last mention of barrier ever. We can't know. It's like the barrier never left. We got a new barrier to overcome. I've instructed Second Lieutenant Mirai to handle things on that end. Regarding transit to and from the cities, have deployed squads on the highways as additional protection for traveling vehicles. As such, we are now able to escort far more people than we could under the President's restrictions. I see. Your timeliness is much appreciated. As for myself, I'll need to make a public appearance as Speaker of the Diet and explain the President's arrest. Preparations are currently underway at the Civil Center, correct? Could you tell us to stay a while and listen with McDowell's voice? Stay a while and listen. Was that good? Is that what you wanted? Why did you want me to do that? That was good? Okay, perfect. Close enough for government. What? What'd I do? Sounds like the Diablo guy. Oh! Deckard Cain. Deckard Cain, right? Those whippersnappers. Yeah, we plan on wheeling out those monitor cars. The president had during his big address. Our officers here in the city can get them set up in a jiffy if they divide the workload. Holy crap. Thank you, Chief Sergei. Remember, we mustn't let our guards down against the two major powers. I need each and every one of you to be careful as well. Sounds like Speaker McDowell and the others are busy putting the fires putting out the fires all over Crossbell. Let's just trust my grandfather and them to handle matters on the ground for now. Hey, Duggo. How's it hanging? Good to see you, Deputy Commander. Wow, look who it is. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? Commander Bales asked me to come here on behalf of the CDF. That would explain it. You know, I think this is the first time we've seen you in your Defense Force uniform. Yeah, that ugly Defense Force uniform. Something about them feels a tad more formal than our CGF attire. Still, the fact of the matter is that I'm going to be wearing it until order has been restored to the state. Yeah, what happens to CDF after everything's over? Who knows? It was formed under very shaky reasons. Right, the situation is dire and there are more important matters at hand right now. Precisely. Now that the barrier has been lifted and the ions are gone, we have to stay on guard against the major powers taking action. You gotta be kidding me. Is this a joke? It's happening this often? Do we have to repaint the G over the D now? I would hope so. I'd like to see that. That'd be funny. It's probably the pure white that makes you look like you're getting an army wedding. Army wedding. Army wedding. Army wedding. I don't know what you mean. There aren't any signs of an imminent invasion, fortunately, so I think we can take care of things here on the ground. In the meantime, you all should do what the SSS does best. Like just a wedding, but you're also part of the army. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. We will. Good luck on your end, Deputy Commander. Like this is what they'd wear during a wedding? Fancy what do they call it? It's called, there's a word for, like, the uniforms they wear during events. Or during special, dress uniform, thank you. It's as simple as that, dress uniforms. Ever since we received news of the president's arrest, I've been noticing the man are looking lost in thought. She's always had a deep sense of responsibility. Well, I'm sure there's a lot weighing on her mind, her own actions included. I'll have to do everything in my power to support her as deputy commander. You do that. Hello, Mireille. Hello, everyone. Randy. Yo, Mireille. Yeah, looks like you've been reinstated. Yes, thankfully. The commander was happy to have us back, even if we did disobey his orders. Is she wearing... Is that what the CDF uniform looks like? Or is she still wearing her CGF uniform? I don't remember. I'm not surprised. Commander Vales has always been the practical sort. She needs all the outstanding officers she can get right now. She's wearing her CGF one? Nice, good. She never changed? Good. She needs all the outstanding officers she can get right now, and you're one of the best. I'm, not too sure how much of a difference I can make in particular, but still, it's good to be back. And now that I am, I plan on giving this my all. Not as a member of the CGF or the Defense Force, but as someone who has a duty to protect Crossbell. Heck yeah! Go get him, Mireille. Just try not to get so fired up that you need me to bail you out again. Oh, goddess. Shut up, Randy. You know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And since these people are here as well, I bet it's possible Noelle will have some input. The news of Dieter's arrest will soon reach everyone. Not just within our borders, but throughout the continent as well. Even if we manage to get this situation under control, there will undoubtedly be difficult times ahead for Crossbell. Perhaps the future of our state was too heavy a burden for Dieter to bear. Leaves me to wonder if there was anything I could have done as his fellow statesman to prevent this. Never have I felt so powerless. Grandfather, please don't put this on yourself. I think this is a burden all the people of Crossbell need to shoulder together. How we act next, though, that's going to be what defines us as a state. You are absolutely correct. For now, we must address the issue that lie before us, one by one. I know I've placed so much on your shoulders already, but I hope you'll continue to lend me your strength for a while longer. I will. Mireille is a better option than Randy and or Noelle. Mireille, Randy, 2L sounds like a pretty good thruple. Huh? Are you talking about a love triangle or like a polyamorous relationship? What are you talking about? Hey, team. Something up? Nothing in particular. We just wanted to touch base on the situation here. Well, right now we're discussing our plan of attack regarding all the little problems throughout the state. I'm basically the CPD's liaison this go-around. Polyamorous relationship of three, a throuple. Between Mireille, Randy, and Noelle, right? Is that what you... Huh. I see. You are certainly the right man for the job, Chief. So no one's holding up the fort back at the SSS building then, huh? Any new support requests come in? Yeah, tons of them. I had them forwarded to the guild. Don't sweat it, I know you guys have bigger fish to fry. Yeah, all those NPCs. The word couple can mean up to 6? What? How does that work? Couple is 2, right? Or do you mean in a relationship setting? Like in Oh, like I had a couple of beers. Couple means an indefinite small number? What? Couple. Noun. 2 individuals of the same sort considered together. 2 people who are married, engaged, or otherwise closely related romantically or sexually. Verb. Combine. Verb also. Mate or have boink. How many is a couple? If you have a couple of options, you can safely assume that you have to choose between A and B, and only A and B. Understatement, when someone's asked how much he's drunk, like I only had 2. Couple of friends, same thing. I've never heard of couple being more than 2. Other than, like, you're just hyperbolating, like, yeah, I just had a couple, that's all. But you really mean, you're just lying about it. Hi, NFS. It is a definition of the word technically. Can you find that definition? Like online somewhere for me? Because I've never heard of this. 3rd definition as a noun on Google. Okay. I'll have to look for the 3rd definition then. There were only 2 as a verb. Maybe there's another one. Couple. View more definitions. An indefinite small number. He hoped she'd be better in a couple of days. Oh. I see. It's like at least 2, but not several. Yeah. I mean, it's like words are fun. Like, a couple means 2 usually, but it could also mean, you could also say that as like hyperbole, or not hyperbole. What's the opposite? Hyperbole is exaggerating. You're like under-exaggerating how many you mean. You ever hear someone say, oh, a couple, 2, 3? Understating? I guess so. Yeah, I always thought a couple was 2, and then you'd say a few if you meant anything more than a couple. Yeah, I would never either, Popper Boy. I've never, ever thought of couple being more than 2. I've never heard that. You could definitely eat a handful of hot dogs. Oh yeah, just a smidgen of hot dog. Just throw out a bunch of vague words here. With like vague definitions, of how, the amount. A pinch of hot dog. Yeah, a pinch of hot dog. I mean, what defines a pinch? You could pinch, like, depending on how big your hands are, you could pinch a whole bunch of hot dogs in between your fingers. Take a gaggle of hot dogs. Shut up. This is getting out of hand. A gaggle. A murder. Let's say a murder. That's fun. A murder of hot dogs. We love crows and ravens. And if you eat too many, they did murder you. A murder of hot dogs? A business? Just typing a murder, same brain cell. Need Andre to die to get a pinch of anything for us? That'd be a whole bunch. A whole bunch! Wow, I just used a whole bunch without even thinking about it being a vague number. That's a new Discord status. Murder of hot dogs. Yes, do it. A business is a group of ferrets? Really? You did what? Or you did that? At the start of the year, we have never let ourselves lose a request to the guild, but I know things will be in good hands with them. We're friends with them. We're basically Bracer Guild 2.0, but only for Crossbell. Until a future game when we probably go to Cold Steel. I mean, Erebonia. And are infringing on their space. A congregation of hot dogs. Not bad. I mean, when we all die in Cold Steel 1? Oh, you're right. The world blows up. Yeah. Focus on doing your thing and settling this the way you think it needs to be done. I have an excuse for why I've sidetracked during this conversation. It's so that I don't ruin my voice by doing all of Sergey's lines in a row. Not just at the CBD Special Support section, but as the people you've grown to become. We will. By the way, I should mention that the president is being detained in a room on the 36th floor. Oh, he's not in prison. Taking him in is going to have to wait. He hasn't shown any signs of resisting arrest, though, so security on him is pretty light. Which means I can go speak to him. Maybe an obstinacy of hot dogs. Guess which animal that is? Christians? Just send Bales to keep Sergey quiet? Easy. Alright, so since we're here, we might as well finish this off. I think I'll switch Wazzy back in. A group of buffalo? Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that. Give me Wazzy. Your foot hurted? How'd that happen? Jen, how'd you get the boo-boo? How'd you get the boo-boo, huh? How'd it happen? A group of cats is a nuisance? Is that really like the actual term for a group of cats? That's one of them. Oh, I see, I see. Better remove it before it gets worse? I had this really weird thing happen one time. The heck? Where are they looking? Huh. I had this really weird thing happen at one time where I was in VR and my arm was itching and I had this thought in my head for a split second. Another vague term of how long, a short amount of time. For a split second, where I thought to myself, oh, my arm's itchy. I can just remove it. I don't know what how VR was rewiring my brain to think that for even just a millisecond. But that's what I thought for the briefest amount of time. Like I could actually do it. You don't know, you went to work and suddenly you have this cramp on the top of your foot. That's weird. That's weird. Have you done any foot stretches? You should do some foot stretches. Don't ask me what those are, just do some. VR chat is one heck of a drug, for sure. The heck? Do you see that? What is that down there? are those? Light? Huh. Sepith leak? Liquid Sepith? What if we injected liquid Sepith straight into our veins? That'd be kind of cool. We become monsters temporarily until our system flushed it out. What if that's like some cool new thing Ouroboros comes up with? You like spike yourself with some Sepith, liquid Sepith? Holy crap. I mean, crystallization is a thing. What if they could figure crystallization out and weaponize it? So that you don't just get consumed by the crystal. You can control it. New drug unlocked in Zamaria. Yeah, Gnosis is so... I don't know, like 3 months ago. You become money and TF spends you to upgrade our computers. Shut up. Man, can't believe I funded the... funded the takeover of Crossbell. Just microdosing liquid Sepith. You gotta build up your resistance to it. Micro Sepith. So that's it. The president's really been arrested. Makes you wonder what'll happen to Crossbell now. Still, what's done is done. We're just gonna have to take things as they come. Meow. 6 to 7 months ago? Probably. President Croy is being detained on the 36th floor. It's been an unsettling feeling having to put our own head of state under arrest. Just how did things come to this? I could tell you, but I don't feel like it. There's a lot to go over. Konik. The security division has finally been posted here again. Now the defense force is withdrawn. But the city isn't out of the woods just yet. We're going to go do everything we can to help. Is the timeline spoiler free? Like, up to the point where I am, are there things inserted into the timeline that are only revealed in future games? Yeah, it isn't. Yeah, of course. It's very spoilery. I imagine if there's a full timeline of Trails events, they would add things that they mention in future games. Especially since Cold Steel 1 goes back in time. It warms my Thibodeau. Thibodeau. I like your name. Warms my heart to see separated friends and families reuniting again. We've all been through a terrible ordeal. Times like these are when we need our loved ones the most. Who's your loved one? You don't got one, do you? That's sad. Cold Steel 1 goes back in time to make sure everyone dies. Yeah, exactly. Tio, you're heading off to the giant tree, aren't you? It just tears me up inside. Think of what could happen to you over there.
It's alright, Chief Roberts. You don't have to.
Oh, I know. What if I grabbed an orbital staff of my own and accompanied you? Chief Roberts' guest character? I've got the gist of how it works. Why, I could even back you up in a battle with support crafts. Oh, wouldn't that be just perfect? It's decided. I'll go and get rid.
Pass.
Some things never change.
As I was about to say, you have no need to worry about me so much, Chief. Rest assured that I and the others will return in one piece, with Kia in tow. And besides, Hero is in the city right now. The people could use your help getting this chaos in order.
Tio, you couldn't be more right. I need to focus on the work I have in front of me. Just promise me that you'll come home safe and sound. I won't accept even one scratch on you. Easy. She just stays in the back line and gets buffed. Moving on, that professor from the society left, correct? And he took the white ion along with him.
He did. To be honest, if I were to ever meet him again, it would be too soon. Even you are 1,000 times more bearable to listen to than him.
Oh, Tio! You really mean it! Isn't being compared to Professor Novartis kind of a low bar? Jen, the quart is insane! Band-Aid and Tira? And then throw some Kyria Bomb on it. Fixed. Still, those ions.
Oh. Is something wrong, Chief?
Don't worry about it. No, gosh darn it. Chief Roberts is pulling a Tio where they're not gonna tell us. The professor took the wife. That word comes from the same root we named the Aeon system after.
Ooh, interesting. That's worth writing down.
They have an Epstein insider. They did mention that the thing we saw in the tower, the Eidolon gear, was also something that they somehow was stolen into the Ouroboros' hands. Not the Ouroboros', but like the cult's hands. Mmm. Coffee. When you said Professor took the white ion, you heard took the wife and was like, no, he's taking the kids too. No, that's funny. No, that's funny. Nice one, Jen. Let's see here. How would I write this? Azure Zero Project. No, that's the other stuff. Where is it? Eidolon gear. No, let's put this right here. Ion comes from the same root word as Aeon. Ergo, the Aeon system developed by Epstein. Used by Tio. Nice. Notes taken. Surely it's just a coincidence, right? It's the nerds. Okay, let's get to work. The orbital network's not gonna check itself. Got harder to establish a connection while the blue mist and monsters were outside, so there might have been some damage done on the system.
Sounds good to me. First things first, we'll run some operational verification tests on the tower's terminals.
Good to be working with you again, David. Alright, let's get to work.
With Chief Roberts here, getting these network problems resolved shouldn't be any trouble at all. That's one less thing to worry about.
Nice. The staff and security who were detained in the tower earlier have been released. Most of them were in a hurry to get back to their positions, myself included. Totally makes sense at a time like this. We have to come together to support the citizens. Sure. Lon Fei and Karel Gamer. She played Palm Party. Lily? How did I get her name so wrong? Kalula. That's her name now. Her name is Kalula. Gamer. Gamer. I mean, she played... She plays Palm Party, so... She's a gamer. Kalula is her gamer tag. Perfect. Perfect. For the time being, the management of Workers Tower and its staff is being left in the hands of Speaker McDowell. We're still in a state of confusion, but the fact that this building exists to serve the people hasn't changed. Take care, SSS. I look forward to working with all of you again in the future. No problem. Not a problem. Like, seriously, I have nothing to do with this right now. I don't know what to use my Sepith for, so I might as well spend it so I can get more. Or exchange it so I can get more. As long as she's a normal gamer girl. Define a normal gamer girl. As a Fox Girl, VTuber, streamer, gamer, I'm probably not normal, am I? Or am I completely normal? You decide. Kalua is all you were hearing just then? Kalua. What is that? What's that word mean? One person who sold their bathwater was as a gamer girl bathwater. Somehow her name is drawing a blank. Even though I saw a video about her like a month ago. You can just go left once more to round up the number when you're selling. I'll check. Belle Delphine. There it is. The IBC has suspended full-time operations until further notice, and half of the staff have been sent home and told to remain on standby. After all these years of working for Mr. Croy, his arrest couldn't have been more shocking to me. Are you sure? I just exchanged with you. It's difficult to accept, but we must find a way to get through this for the better. If I just go left, it maxes it out. I don't want to max it out. Is that what you meant? And then just lower the thousands digit? Okay, so I'd lower it down to 3. But that's essentially what I did, just the other way around. And in this case, I have 999. Didn't she make that guy wear a Donkey Kong suit? I have no idea. You want to sell 917 Sepith. Go left once more. Oh, do you mean I do this and then... And then this? Oh, time Sepith. I see. So I do this and then I would go like that. Yes. Why did you teach me this? I'm confused. I thought this was some grand thing. When you said round up, I was wondering what you meant. It seems all those monsters that were in the city have finally disappeared. I was so terrified of them when the tower was on lockdown. Thankfully, the damage in the city isn't too great, but I never wanted to go through that ever again. I've used that method before, Pauper Boy, when I wanted to sell, like, a specific amount. Especially when I want to get rid of... Say I'm being really picky and I want to get rid of the 999s because I want it to be a perfect number, like 6,000s. I'd do that. Want to just microdose with liquid Sepith instead? We have plenty of Sepith. We could just microdose it, get prepared for cold steel when we start injecting it to become more powerful. Oh, I see. Good goddess! Can't take my eyes off of you for a second, can I? But Margaret, as a vice commissioner of the police, there are times when I have to rise to the occasion. Isn't that something you should always be doing, Pierre? If you made a habit of performing your job properly, you wouldn't get wrapped up in messes like these. I'm sorry. She's got him on a one-heart leash. You! Get out of here! Can you see I'm busy? I love fear, dude. Just get ready to get into hard Sepith. You see, the lower elements, that's easy stuff. Once you get into the higher elements, that's when you know you're hooked. Now, as punishment for worrying me so, I'm cutting your month's allowance by half. Does she control his money that he makes? That can't be good. Please, anything but that. Oh wait, no. Never mind. She makes a lot of money because she invests. She invests in things and makes a lot of money in doing so. And so she is the money maker, even though he has a really good position as vice commissioner of the police. She makes a lot more money than him. And so she gives him some money. Saw a little girl take the elevator to the roof a little while ago. Shizuka? I think it might have been the Secretary of Defense's daughter. Maybe she wanted to get a good look at that tree that sprung up in the wetlands. Get a good look at Kia. Can I go up? Can I go up? Can I go up? Hey! No one's in the basement. But they're up here. Oh, this is not... Okay, this is just the... This is not the server room. This is just the geofront. Is there anything worth checking out down here? Was there a reason to come down here at all? Can I find anything? It's just the geofront, right? There must not be anything down here. Go right, super weak enemies. Go fight super weak enemies. Yeah, I guess I could. Okay. Alright, so it turns out that Orcus Tower still has a monster problem. It's just they're stuck on these floors. It's like in a zombie apocalypse when the zombies are stuck on a certain set of floors because they've blocked off the staircase and the elevators aren't working. Except the elevators are working, the monsters just don't know how to use them. Heck yeah! Good music. The monsters have just been microdosing hard Sepith for too long. That's what happens when you microdose and you don't... That's what happens when you go off your schedule, right? If you want to... You can't increase the speed at which you become a Sepith legend, all right? Couldn't find any sheet music for that? Shame. Good to see you, special support section. Likewise. Is this the room you're keeping him in? Yeah. This is where President... excuse me, where Dieter Guy is being detained.
Do you mind if I ask how he is?
He seemed bewildered when he was taken into custody, but he's since calmed down. He hasn't put up any resistance, at least, so we haven't had to add any additional security. You're allowed to see him.
Do you think Zamaria has their own version of steroids? Gnosis. I think Gnosis would qualify. Although Gnosis isn't easy to get. So I don't know if I would consider it a steroids alternative in Zamuria. We hang him out the window by his ankles? Well, I don't know if we want to do that. You're allowed to see him if you'd like. Chief Sergei's orders. Gotcha. What shall we do, Lloyd?
Meet with Dieter! Yeah, let's do it.
I've been curious about what's on his mind.
Like to hear it from the man himself. Oh, very well. Gone in. Ex-Justice Man? Yeah, I wonder what he thinks about his justice now. Look at him sit there. So you've come to see me. What in heaven's for? I'm an international criminal. Hello, Dieter.
Uncle.
You know, I've come to realize something. Being isolated like this. Belle was absolutely right. I was never more than a conduit for Ian's ambitions. From my soapbox, I constantly preached that justice was an ideal worth pursuing, regardless of the sacrifices. In the end, what did it get me? I've fallen from grace, ejected from my presidential post and discarded by my only daughter. That green-haired boy from the society pales in comparison to me. I'm the real fool around here. You get no pity from me. Pelican convocation of hot dogs. A murder of hot dogs. Even so, we can't completely condemn you. It's only natural for someone to stick to their beliefs when their personal justice is on the line. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV, where everyone can be forgiven. What you've done is inexcusable, but no one can ever claim you weren't genuinely trying to protect Crossbell. We should put him back into control of Crossbell after all of this. Yeah, he seems like he's a good guy, right? True enough. I don't think that speech you gave us about justice back at the IBC was something you just pulled out of your butt.
In your words, humankind are creatures that will, to our dying breath, chase after the ideal of justice. I believe the citizens of Crossbell approved of your Declaration of Independence because your sense of justice resonated with them.
It's just the methods which you used to enact that justice after you became president that things got a little wonky. Give him back his mech suit. Yeah, come on. Let him be consumed by his mech suit again. The ion. It won't be a problem. He likes going in the robot. Yeah, he did annihilate, disintegrate, send it to another plane, Corellia Fortress. And now there's rumors that they're not actually dead, the people that were there. Kia might have done something.
But public opinion aside, the methods you employed were anything but just. Even if Crossbell retains its independence, even if your justice is upheld and peace is achieved, that alone won't heal the wounds of those who were harmed in the process. You tried to bring peace to Crossbell by sacrificing the innocent. As far as I'm concerned, that makes every word of your inauguration speech hollow.
That's exactly right, Ellie. You speak nothing but the truth. Perhaps I was blinded by my own idealistic dreams once Kia's power stood within my grasp. Ian saw through my self-deception before I ever could. And so I became a puppet on a string for him to manipulate. Why did Wazzy ... there? Kind of like how Wazzy was a puppet to his cult family. But at the end of the day, justice is just something carried out by one's power and will. The fact remains as true as the first time I said it. I expect you all to stay faithful to your humanity, to continue your pursuit of the justice you most believe in. To come out of all of this, you will need to demonstrate to Ian and the others your own power, your own will. And in case of Risha, her silver will. And we don't know anything about Wazzy in this timeline. That's right, we chose Noelle. Easier said than done, but that's no reason to back down. We're ready to do whatever it takes. It's the only way we're going to get Kia back. That's right. In that case, I won't say anything more. Yeah, but Risha is a silver moon. So she can also have a silver will. Although, I guess she shouldn't steal Luva's thunder. That's kind of sad because Luva's, you know... Luva can have his thing because he can never have another thing. Ian is one matter, but as far as Belle goes, while she may be my daughter, even I have no idea how far she's willing to go for this. With all that in mind, will you be able to take the next step forward and rescue Kia? I suppose we shall see soon enough. Hey, Mademoiselle.
Are you all right? Don't worry, I'm fine. Part of me was worried for Uncle Dieter after the way Belle completely abandoned him. Yet he seems surprisingly composed.
I was thinking the same thing. Guess that makes one less worry in our minds. He was right about one thing, though. It's time for us to take the next step forward. We'll be holding the president growing aggressively until the situation around the state is under control. He'll be facing more than a few charges, but there's a part of me that doesn't want to see us punished too harshly. I can't approve of his methods, but in the end, he was still only trying to protect Crossbow. Yeah, I nuked them because I was just protecting us, right? I can't be blamed for that. Come on. Nothing unusual to report here. We'll be continuing our patrols in the meantime. Yeah, that's right, you report to me. Where's Shizuku? Oh, she's on the roof. Oh, it's the... Okay, that confused me. So basically this guy was way up here, right? And he went past me. And so I went into the door, I come out, and there's another guy walking up this way. You remember Sky SC? They weren't able to follow through, thanks to Olivia, though. You know. You manipulate I manipulate a little girl into becoming a godlike being, cause I'm a good guy. He's a good guy, that's why I did it. You can get to the mechanical levels from the 30th floor downward via the emergency stairs, but they still have yet to be secured. Yeah, they're a little... those floors are they're a little funny. Be careful if you plan to go in there. Can I actually go to the next floors? I can't! Liar! Liar! Light your pants on fire! Come on! I hope you burn. From your pants up. Come here. I gotta get the music, though. Where is the music? Oh, hang on. We can jam out with the wub wub wub. That music, that sound. Are they down? Their pants? Because they're on fire. They had to get them off. Otherwise they die. It's as simple as that. There's really nothing more to it. That's actually a lot of floors you had to run through. That was some good time for anticipating what we would find up here when we were actually in the moment. Hello? Hello? So empty in here. Hello? Goodness gracious. Is that a guitar? It is. Maybe this is like an image, a picture taken at Garant. It might not even be a guitar. Might just look like a guitar. Ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba da ba da da da. Could be a cello. Could be. Could be any string instrument, but the way it's sitting straight up. Bass, cello, one of the two. Kia? I mean Shizuku? I see her up there. She is looking towards the tree. Can I look towards the tree? I can't. Can I look towards the tree if I have a conversation with Shizuku? Hang on, is Shizuku, She isn't. Okay. What is this? Submariner shard! Hey! 2 out of I don't know how many. Have I walked by any others yet? Of places that I've actually explored, not places that I just was traipsing through. Not yet? Good, good. I've paid attention enough to get them. Or drugs!
Kia, father.
What are you doing up here, Shizuku?
Oh, hello everyone. I came to look at the giant tree. Are my father and Kia really in there? They are. That much is for certain. Yes, though we don't know their exact location yet. I see.
Don't worry, Shizuku. You won't have to wait much longer. We're going to bring your father and Kia back. We promise. Hey, what he said. Sit tight, kiddo.
I'll try. Please, everyone. Make sure my father comes home, too. And Kia, too.
Two. Alright, we did it. We took care of Orcus Tower. It only took us, like, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes. What were we talking about? That I got distracted like I said I wouldn't get distracted, but I did. What are we were talking about? I can't even remember. So, we're gonna head to Armorica. Speak with them there. There is one thing that's nice about the Merkaba over the car, is that the car you can only access from where you left it, or by bringing it back to, having it teleport back to the SSS. But the Merkaba, you can just hop on wherever you are. I mean, as long as there's a spot to. No clue, but it probably wasn't that important if you forgot. It might have been really important. Hey, I forget important things all the time. So I don't you know, it was a good thought, but I don't think it's accurate to me. Can you also heal CP with the car? Yeah, you can, but you can also heal CP with the Merkaba. Max to 200. Yeah, you could buy the CP regeneration item in like late chapter 1. Burst orbs, I think. You can? Yeah, the Merkaba restores your CP to 200. Can you? Can you get me? Do you give... You give me burst orbs, okay. What are you weak to? Okay. Resisted? How would it resist? Oh, hard shelled. Very grandiose. Yeah, really. Or resisted the effect of the spell. Who wins this war of attrition? Does Kia go down first? Or are we able to... Kia. I keep saying Kia instead of Tio. I don't know how I keep getting them mixed up. Is this a side effect? Yeah. It's the ancient battlefield where the other monster is, I believe. Alright, we beat it first. Nice! Thank you for the 1 XP. And the burst orb. I must have at least like 10 of those. 11. We're good. Probably till the end of the game. Probably spam those in the final boss. What car would Tio be? Since Kia is definitely a Kia. Is a Kia a car? Is it? I don't... The Kia Soul. Never heard of it. The only car I know is... There's a thing called a Jeep. There is a Ford. I think the Jeep is a Ford. And then there's a Hummer. And then there's also vans. Also motorcycle. That's a vehicular vehicle. Wait. Yeah. What Frost said. Ancient Battlefield has a restore spot. Good. Isn't the Kia Soul the one that had advert with hamsters? I don't know. I don't watch TV. Harley Davidsons? There are those. Those crotch rockets. They're the ones you'd lean forward on and you look really cool. And then you go really fast and then you crash and then you die. Because motorcycles are dangerous. Okay, monster, here I come. You live close to someone with a Harley Davidson. Oh, you live close. You live somewhere close to a Harley Davidson store? Is that what you meant to say? There's a Harley Davidson store in my town. Every year when you see all the motorcyclists drive by, it's pretty cool. Ah, it's up there. Somewhere. Okay, yeah. Hello, monster. I'm here to exterminate you. Are you the last one? You are. What a shame that you had to come against me. Prepare for your death. What are you? Dark Legend. It is, only has 4 elements. So... Oh, I need that one thing. Master. The Dark Legend 27! Bro, I love that. The Legend 27. What a meme. Or people just quoting it all the time. Alright, Kia. You start casting, and... let's try Eschaton. Maybe there's a chance that they're weak to blue, and if they're not, then at least it looks cool. While Lloyd gives him the old slapperoo with the battle scope. Dark Legend! Ancient weapon made for slaughter! With its scythe that can kill in a single swing! Oh, it's Death Blow! Hooray! I love Death Blow. Everyone knows that. Good thing we can prevent that. Maybe if you stopped missing, it wouldn't go so bad for you. Prepare to be Eschatoned. Do you actually suck? They can't be sucked. Uh-oh. Alright, let's see it. I'm in love. She's beautiful, chat. She's beautiful. She is now my mother. They have resistance to blue. They took that much damage with 50% reduction to blue damage. She summoned Dark Magician! No! So fire and earth, so I could quake or I could heat wave, but really I'll just Lucifin Wing. That looks like old Shiva. Yeah, I can see it. Coffee. Delicus. Come on, Lloyd, do some damage. You got this. Hi, Oodles. I want to stream for 2 hours. It's not quite time for you to come in here. It's okay, they're just gonna miss over and over. Ooh, they actually hit. Again! It's okay, here it comes. I'm gonna come kiss you on the head. It's a fadeaway shot. I'm not even looking, chat. Or not. My cat went under my bed. The S-Craft looks familiar? S-Craft? You mean Lucifin Wing? Or which S-Craft? Lloyd leveling up by 1 XP. Take a look at that. I did it! Gold gem. If that is an EP cut 4, I'll be sad. It's EP cut 4. What do you know? Eschaton all the way. Thank you very much. Though it doesn't give her anything. Does it give her anything? It gives her Dark Matter and Calamity Claw. I think that's worth giving it to Ellie instead of Tio. Because I mean, EP cut 3 already does 20%. 25% isn't gonna be that much more. So I think it's better to give more arts. Look how small her art font list is. Yes, she has so many arts. they had to scale it. Thanks for all the head rubs. I appreciate it. Also, you squimshed me. That's fine too. I understand. And if only you could use more than 1 EP cut. You have. It doesn't cost anything to cast. Small, just like her. True. She is the head paddable. On my way. You get given EP to use arts if you have 2 EP cut quartz in Azure. Oh yeah, you get given EP. Yeah, what if you since it's space, right? You could get reincarnation by just having a bunch of EP cuts and just spam it over and over. If there was a way to glitch having more than 1 EP cut on a member. You were chewing and slightly dislocated your jaw and now it hurts. How did you do this? How did you dislocate your jaw? What did you do? How has this happened? It hurts. Are you okay? Look, I have really bad pain with my TMJ all the time. I understand jaw pains. But dislocating it, the right side popped. Oh, I totally get that. Yeah. For sure. It happens to me maybe once a week where I open my mouth and there's just a crack. If I open and close my jaw right now, the left side of my jaw is always cracking. It always pops. I did it. I did do it, huh? Yeah, I hope it gets better soon, Popper Boy. Having jaw pain sucks. Just kind of sits there and just it's like a sore spot. You hit these phantom pains? Ah, yeah, phantom pains. I like phantom senses though. VR chat was fun with that. I love getting head pats. It was always fun. And then like they grab your ears and then you feel like they're grabbing something on your head that you don't have and it feels weird. But it's also cool. Everyone getting injured today? Ah, it's the way of it. Today is the get injured day. Yeah, I just live with a slight amount of jaw pain on my left hinge. Just the way it is. I hope it gets better soon, Popper, because I understand how awful that feels. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Hello! God, every single time, okay? Look, every single time. This cutout that they did an awful job cutting out and putting it on here, like this little image that indicates a bus stop, the little square doesn't have proper transparency, so it always makes me feel like I have a cut or a scratch on my screen. Can you see it? Can you even see it? You can't even see it. It's so small. There it is. You can see it now. I moved it. On stream, you can only see it under really fine conditions. Niece's fault. Every single time I see it, I'm like, man, how'd I get a scratch on my monitor? I mean, I know my cat used to climb my monitor with his claws, so, like, maybe that's a reason. Just what in the goddess's green earth is that their tree off in the distance? Where are you, Boodles? Are you going out? Where are you? Where'd you go? Okay, you want to go out. Okay, I understand. There you go, kitty. Go on. Precious baby. Doesn't matter which way you slice it. That just ain't normal. All I want is to take my drives in peace again. You tell me those days are over forever. He unleashed his accent. They say the president was arrested. By the way, Elkin is worried about having an accent. He complained about it like the first or second time I met him, and he just never talked about it again. They say the president was arrested in the city. A bracer made him way over the village. His way over to the village the moment travel restrictions were lifted. It's Scott, isn't it? Given everything happening in Crossbell, we need to help one another now more than ever. And this is his sister, who has only a very slight accent. Where's Cryptid Boy? Yeah, let's bully him. Call him Cryptid Boy to his face. I was afraid Jake would buckle under the pressure when that tree appeared. But thanks to Harold's advice, he looks more motivated than ever before. My grandson's finally managed to find his mercantile spirit deep down. As long as he has it, I think he'll be just fine. Mr. Hayworth gave me some advice before he left. In times like these, our business is to do good business for the good of all. He was so right. If running Graham's store can help this village, then I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Okay, anime voice. Wait, I gave him that voice. It's my fault. Never mind. Is Harold Hayworth? Maybe he's at home. Maybe he's not hanging out here anymore. Look who it is. What are they doing here? If they're not here for work, they're here because Reese likes food. It's choppy? Here, I'll fix it. Alright, I'll tab, then tab back in. Wait, is that Reese? So this is where you two have been. Oh, that's right. Their ship went down. Their Merkaba. Ooh. Chops have it on YouTube too? Okay, so it's an OBS thing. I like this music. I'll just sit and bathing in it for a second. Bathing? Basking. Ah, same thing.
The SSS.
Sup, Wazzy? Lloyd, how's it going? Hey! It's us, the SSS, and Yin, and Wazzy. Kevin would enjoy that view. You think so? We heard about your victory. Yeah, big ups for shooting that high-flying ion out of the sky.
It truly is a spectacular feat. Well done.
Thanks. We didn't exactly come out of it unscathed, though. I had to go all out, so I'm pretty drained right now. It's gonna take me a bit to recharge.
Alice did mention something about that. The power you have comes at a great cost, correct?
His stigma.
Let me guess. You channeled your stigma's power into the Merkaba and released it all at once.
He did. Went Super Saiyan. He's got the hair for it.
Oh, Kevin. How reckless can you get? The last thing the Growlswitter needs is for the 5th spot to be vacant again.
It was that dangerous? Again, he's done it several times now. And when the Phantasm, he could do it over and over as an S-break. It's because the Phantasm wasn't real, like super real. It was kind of real, just like kind of fake, but also real, but you know.
Look, it was. Stigmas are the source of forbidden power. That is difficult for the human body to contain. There's a limit to how much of it can be released at one time. A Dominion would never be so foolish or reckless as to push that limit. Not a responsible one, anyway.
Yo, welcome! Jay, can you get some shoutouts? I will welcome you more properly once I finish this dialogue. I can get through the dialogue, and then I'll say, hey, welcome, stuff like that. You know what? Whatever. I'm here. Let's give you some shoutouts right now. I already interrupted myself. Let's go! Welcome to the stream! Thank you so much for the raid, Grey Cat Cafe. Welcome. I appreciate it so much. Ah, there's Purslin. I thought I recognized your name from as someone who raided with Purslin before. Welcome, Purslin, with the duo raid with Grey Cat Cafe. I appreciate it so much. Welcome. Thank you so much for sharing both of your communities with me. Come here. You need some head pats. You do. If you don't like head pats, turn away now. Turn away. All right, here they come. Let's go. Thank you so much for the raid, everybody. I appreciate it. Welcome. Take care of yourself. I totally understand if you need to step away. Also, Purslin, is that new art for your profile pic? When did you get that? When was that new art? I haven't seen your art in a while. Welcome. Take care of yourself. If you need to dip out, if you need to raid and run, I completely understand. And I thank you so much for the raid. It's Kevin time. Let's get some Kevin time in. So you're playing Baldur's Gate again. Are you doing like a challenge? I probably asked you before and I forgot. Are you doing some kind of challenge run? Or are you just playing through it, witnessing and enjoying, bathing, as I said earlier, in the story? Thanks for holy crap. Coolest Arctic Fox, let's go. Thank you so much for the 17 months. That's crazy. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And for the first time chat, Psycho Troy, I appreciate that. Welcome, everyone. Sheesh, Reese. Said I was sorry. Give me a break already, will ya?
She's really got your number.
Would you like to bathe in the music with us for a minute? I did say bathe instead of bask. On accident.
The Gralstrader Dominions are a far cry from what I've heard about them.
In other news, how about our last second twist down in the wetlands, eh?
The Azure Tree. A miracle born of mankind's obstinance.
Whoa, okay, there's a third one! Hello, welcome Yuki VT! Holy crap, I did not expect another one to come through. The triple raid? You're making Jen work overtime. Thank you so much. So I imagine this is your third in Baldur's Gate. Welcome, I appreciate it. We need some more head pats for the new raiders. Thank you for sharing your community with me. We're playing Trails. I should probably do my intro, or well, I guess what I have of an intro. Here, I have some head pats. Hello, my name is Shazdik VL. The VL stands for Vulpus. Vulpus is the the scientific / Latin word for Arctic fox. Vulpus. Yeah, I think so. I play JRPGs, specifically Trails. I've played other JRPG in the past, but I haven't played much of them. It's just Trails. We do Trails around here. Trails, I love Trails. Do you like Trails? She's your wizard. Accidentally pushed her up the cliff, but she lived as long as you can revive them, you know? Trails Gaming, always. Thank you so much. If you have to raid and run, totally understandable. Take care of yourself. You know, water, food, rest, walk your cat like I walk my cat. Yeah. Thanks for the follow, Psycho Troy. Thank you so much. Welcome. You get your union mandated head rubs. You get to do your union mandated head rubs. That's what your reward is, Jen. When you want to play Minecraft, Jen, by the way. Speaking of hanging out.
It's unthinkable that any being apart from Ideos could manifest something like that.
Got maintenance things to take care of? Alright. See you later. Thanks so much for the raid. Have a wonderful one. Maybe Sunday? Sunday. Play Civ? No Civ.
And at its core is Kia's power. That's right. In all honesty, we have yet to come to terms with it ourselves.
But even still, we plan to close this case our way. This is personal for us. Not just as the SSS, but as Kia's family. I never doubted it. You made your stance pretty clear the last time we were face to face. Our Merkaba is gonna be out of commission for a while. We'll come lend you a hand, though, if we can get it back up and running.
And even if we don't, I know Ideos will be protecting you. Be careful, everyone.
You got it, Reese.
We'll just be going then.
Get in the party, please, Kevin. I want you. I need you and Kia in the same... you and Tio in the same party so I can have infinite barriers. Ripsiv Gaming, it's truly a sad time. Hi, Oodles.
Hello, kitty.
Yeah, you'll get a walk when I'm done streaming. Don't you worry. By the way, for those who just showed up, my content for the last couple... for the last stream and this stream and probably the next stream is all NPCs. We do things in a particular way around here. I'm playing Trails. Every NPC is important. Every NPC. They all have their own little side stories, their own little quips about the world, sometimes interesting lore things. Every NPC gets spoken with whenever the dialogues change. It's a different type of gameplay flow from just going through the main content of the game, which can be a little boring to a lot of people. And I completely understand if you have to dip out because it gets really monotonous. But for those who enjoy it, I'm glad to have you. Glad to have everyone. We have a system. Thanks for the first time chat. Rage. Welcome, welcome. Kevin the Forgotten, as always. At least he shows up in this game. Where's my cat? In my window. Okay.
During Sunday school, Kia would always talk about how much fun she was having with you all. Perhaps a squire of the Gralsritter, such as myself, shouldn't be interjecting with her personal feelings, but I want nothing more than for you to bring her home and put a smile back on her face. Thank you, Reese. Hers is a smile worth protecting.
Is it just you or is the brightness cranked up? Yes, the brightness is cranked up. It's a leftover from the... It is a leftover from Sky during the night vision scenes where no one could see anything but me. And I just left it on. And ever since, that is how everyone sees trails in this stream. If I ever turn it off, people are like, what's wrong with your trails? Because they are so... their eyes are so adjusted to what it looks like on my stream that when they see how it's supposed to look, it confuses them a little bit. Hey, Kevin. Our Merkaba's gonna be out of commission for a while. We'll come lend you a hand, though, if we get it back up and running. Trails of flashbang. True. Oh, wait, there's special dialogue. I thought he was just repeating. And Wazzy, better not do anything too crazy out there. Take it from me. Blow through your power all at once, and it's gonna hurt. If it doesn't outright kill you, that is. Right. I'll take that to heart. Oh, yeah. Before I forget, take this, Lloyd. Hey, number 3. Where's my cat? Oh, he wants out? Okay. You can go out of my room, dude. I'll open the door for you. This is the 3rd Zamurinor shard we have acquired. Everyone asks what's wrong and never how is wrong. SMH my head? What? Yo, for real? Where did you get this? He's a Dominion. He's a Gralsritter. You think they don't have access to high-tech stuff? Like a Zamurinor? You found it? Oh, cool. I guess they use Zamurian ore to craft the Ion. That's what this means. Potter Modder, the Ions, they use Zamurian ore. That's what it means. That's why we found it in the trail of dead Potter Modder. Oh, that's cool. That's a fun little tidbit fact. I don't know how much is Zamurin ore. Maybe it's like the titanium plating they put on on Android phones and in iPhones. You found 3 in places that were destroyed. Yeah, you're right. Also found at the top of Orcus Tower, where we fought and defeated, kind of. At least we knocked off of the Ion on the top of Orcus Tower. Neato burrito. Made with, at least partially, Zamurian ore. That just shows how strong we are to take one on. It's Kevin. He finds many interesting things like Reese. She's interesting. If only they realized that they liked each other. In, you know, in like a like kind of way. Found it with the ion crash. Probably broke off on impact. I picked it up thinking you might be able to put it to good use. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Go ahead and have it anyway. Well, if you insist. Thanks, Father Kevin. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're sure she knows, but as usual, he's a dumb butt. That's the way it is. We got Lloyd the Dunce. Or the Dents. We got Kevin the Dents. We had Estelle the Dents. All our MCs are Dents.
Harold and his family returned to the city. I was just getting to know Sophia, so I was sad to see them go. But I understand why they had to.
Such is the way of anime. The majority, at least. Estelle was dense, but she got better. Yeah, they're actually dating now. It's crazy. An actual romantic relationship in my Trails game? In my anime? Come on. You have to pull it out for at least another 3 seasons. Drag it out. Truth be told, a guy like me can't make heads or tails of that tree. But it's not gonna stop me from protecting Seely no matter what. I told her that, and she laughed right in my face. Seely can laugh as much as she wants, but I meant what I said. I'm gonna protect her no matter what. Does Trails Pro Tags and Neutron Stars have in common? Tenseness! Holy moly! Nice one, Rage. That was pretty neat. Good one. It's fine. Estelle needs her boyfriend, her brother boyfriend. Oh, good lord. Thank you for the blessings.
I never used to pay much mind to Keith's advances, but he surprised me this time.
Can't believe I'm saying it, but he's more man than I gave him credit for. Gesundheit. Thank you. He's a creep, Seely. Maybe he'll get better, though. I don't know.
Guess I owe the guy an apology for cracking up at him.
Yo, what up? It's the library book guy. Between the occasional cryptid and that tree showing up, traveling the highway is still a little dicey. That didn't stop Harold from leaving, though. He promised to bring back a book I'd like to the next time he comes. Ooh, book. Which book? Isn't it just like him to be so thoughtful? I can hardly wait for his next trip here. Can I have the next Sunshine Onions, please? Do you have it? No? That tree put my jaw right on the floor, that's for sure. Still, when things get this flabbergasting, it's important to take a step back from it and decompress. Speaking of which, a worn-out priest and sister checked in a little bit ago. I think I'll bring them some coffee later. I already spoke with them. A guy forgets to return a book once, and he's known as the library book guy forever. Hey, that's the way it is. He's also a guy who's given me, like... He's given me Sunshine Agnes. I think he's given me a Sunshine Agnes, and I think he's also given me... Back Alley Dr. Glenn. And he also spoke about, Kitty Speak for Dummies. So, like... He's the library book guy. You like Harold? He's a good man that just had some really bad luck 12 years ago. It's really unfortunate. At least Ren has a new family that cares for her. She's just... She can't get herself to go and see her biological family. It's sad. A massive tree pops out of nowhere, but Camille and Polly are as relaxed as ever. Still, that's one of the reasons I like them so much. I'll have to be ready to reel those two in, though. If anything bad happens... What a good guy Stefan is. Stefan.
Colin went home to the city with his dad, but he promised to come back and play again someday.
Nice. Colin actually found friends that aren't, I don't know, the floorboards that he counts. The grown-ups are all freaking out, but I think that tree's the coolest thing ever. Climbing up something that big would be super duper fun, I bet. You think you can climb up that tree? Give it a try. I'll be there to watch. Also, because I'm in the SSS, I'd probably have to be there to save you when you fall. Ange! Am I seeing things, or... sorry. This guy has an accent. Ange, am I seeing things, or is that a gigantic tree in those wetlands over yonder? What in tarnation is happening? How's a man supposed to farm like this? Pull yourself together, Donald. You need to be the man of the house at times like these, for Camille and Polly's sake. Donald has a bit of a yellow streak, so I have to light a fire under him from time to time. Yellow streak, yellow belly, being afraid. Right? Like how Zin asked people, are you yeller? Like, are you scared? When the going gets tough, it's on us to dig deep and push our way through. I wouldn't, son. Anja is right, ain't she? How are the villagers supposed to get food if us farmers don't farm? Sure. But, farm? What are you farming? Pleuromagrass? That's like kind of what your fields are right now. It's look who it is. If it isn't the man of the game. I'll save you for last. I'm gonna go speak with Mr. Tolta quick, and then I'll come back to you. Blah. There he is. It's the cryptid guy. For those who don't know, in an early part of this game, I was in Armorica. I ended stream and I had saved in Armorica. I was outside. I can retell it. I was right here. I'll retell it after I speak with Tolta. Sorry, I hyped it up, but I'll retell it up so I can go right to speaking with Scott. Looking at that azure-colored tree makes me awfully uneasy. I can't afford to be frozen in fear, though. Derek and Tolta are working hard for the village, and I need to support them. Nice. Does whatever a spoiler can. And none of us could have expected this to take a turn like this. Rosebell's burgeoning growth as a trade city and forceful bid for independence has stirred up the entire continent. It's possible that this is our retribution for pursuing so much wanton innovation with little to no regard for tradition. Even then, that's no reason to just sit back and accept it for what it is. Say this really is a trial for Mightios. She could be testing us to see if we can overcome it. Maybe so. Perhaps it's like a time I change my rigid ways of thinking. Harold returned to the city earlier today. Now Derek and I are discussing how best to guide the village moving forward. We could have used Harold's expertise for a while longer, but I understand why he had to leave. He said he had other places he wanted to help. It wouldn't have been fair of us to ask him to stay. We do have a brace who came by to help, at least. Armorica must put its best foot forward to move past this tumult. Tumultuous. That giant tree is putting all the villagers on edge. And although the president was arrested, that blue grass hasn't left our fields. Cryptids are still roam the highway. I'll advise the villagers to remain cautious. We're not through the storm just yet. Alright, let's tell the story. So, in the early parts of Azure, chapter 1 or something, before anything about cryptids or pleuromagrass was revealed, I had saved right here. I had saved right here and ended stream to come back for another stream and play some more. So I open up my stream, I open up Trails, and I get going. And something weird is happening. Celine, or whatever her name is, the girl who stands here, is now the works at the fishing guild. She was standing here. She was doing something strange. She was doing something that you wouldn't expect any Trails character to do ever. Salem? Okay. Salem was her name. She was doing something you wouldn't expect any Trails character to do ever. She was standing still. She was not walking in place, like you expect every Trails NPC to do. I walked forward and I saw these 3 children. I think it was 3 already. And they were standing still. Something weird had happened. But the strangest thing it was, out of all of this, is that Scott was standing here. Scott was standing here, and Scott said this in Chapter 1 of the game. I've been looking for a way to deal with the pleroma grass in these lotus fields. Problem is, the moment you weed it out, it grows right back. If only we could get rid of it altogether. Agreed. Removing those plants should be a top priority, seeing as they're known to cause cryptids to appear. Yeah, I'm gonna try some things out for now and see if I can make any progress. Oh, by the way, there's something I want you all to know. It's time. I'm ready to set a date and tie the knot with Pearl. Oh, man. Oh, man. They're actually gonna get married? Haven't actually brought it up with her yet. With everything going on, preparations are already underway.
Oh my, congratulations to you both.
Thanks. I think this latest round of drama reminded me how much I love her. She's the one I'm fighting to protect. You'll get your invitations once the date is set. Hope you can make it. I've kept Pearl waiting for long enough. I'm finally ready to set a date and get married. For me, being a bracer isn't just about protecting Crossbell. I've always been fighting to protect her too. So basically, I loaded the game and loaded the save file. Everyone was walking in place. I walk up, Scott's here, and he talks about cryptids. Or rather, I thought he talked about cryptids, but I guess Lloyd spoke about cryptids, and my remembrance of it is wrong. Lloyd is the one who brought up cryptids, but the moment he said cryptids, I knew something was wrong. And so I closed my eyes, and I spammed through the text, and I said, chat, tell me when it's gone. Even though I closed my eyes, they couldn't tell me. I just knew when the button prompt thing stopped making sound. And basically, I had the word cryptid spoiled to me in, like, chapter, like, the first 10, 15 hours of the game. When I say 10 to 15 hours, I have had 276 hours in this game. So, really early on in this game, for me. The reason that happened is that the game updated. The game had updated since the stream prior to the stream that had happened. And I had a portraits mod installed. So when I spoke with Scott, he didn't have a portrait for some of his dialogue, and neither did Lloyd, because the game updated and the mod got borked. The mod called More Portraits, which adds portraits and updated portraits. And for some reason, that mod borked the scene loading, or yeah, like the scene loading thing. It put me in this part of the game temporarily, but like there was no blue pleroma grass all over. He was just looking out, talking over the flower fields, being all like, "Yeah, pleroma grass, cryptids." Rather have that than being spoiled about how everyone dies in Cold Steel. It is a shame that I've been spoiled about everyone dying in Cold Steel. Every single person ever. But yeah, that's what happened. So if I were to install the mod, make a save here, install the mod, and then reload this mod, or the save, characters would walk in place, and things might be broken. But I don't know exactly what would be broken in that case. But I've done it before because the portraits mod updated. And I think people are walking in place. But the way to fix it is you just go into an area and you reload the area and everything's fixed. But yeah, so Scott spoiled the word cryptid for me in the early game. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. But they're getting married. Want a slice of cake for that? Why would I want a slice of cake? Is a slice of cake supposed to make me feel better? Because cake is great. I have to admit something to you guys. You know how... I mean, of course you know. Like, cake is your standard dessert for your birthday and celebrations. I don't have cake on my birthday because I don't like cake. I don't like cake. I said it. I said it. Oh, it feels so good to get off my chest. I hate cake. I hate it. It ain't good to me. I don't like cake, like I don't like the frosting on it. I don't like the whatchamacallit. The bread itself. What about ice cream cake? Look, if it's a chocolate ice cream cake, I'm all for it. What about cheesecake? I like cheesecake. I like turtle cheesecake with the nuts on it and the chocolate. If it's chocolate, I like that. If it has chocolate on it, I like it. But not cake. Chocolate cake? Bleh. I hate the cake. Donuts? Donuts are okay. They're like not my first choice of food if I have it. If it's in the house and like I'm lazy, I don't know why I'd have a donut in my house, but if it was, I would eat it. But cake adjacent is okay? Well, the thing is, if you have an ice cream cake and it doesn't have like a buttercream frosting on it, I'll eat it. Whipped cream, but a buttercream is not good. Hi, Lorix. Thanks so much. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about cakes. Chemical cake bad. Yeah, so I like ice cream cake, but like because ice cream cake doesn't have, depending on the ice cream cake, it usually doesn't have the frosting that's on a regular cake, like your standard cake. Also, it doesn't have the bread. Cake donuts aren't donuts. Oh! You asked for cake donuts. I saw you just typed cake. I saw you just typed donuts, not cake donuts. So I thought you were asking about like regular, just any donut. Cake donuts themselves are like dry to me, and I don't like them. What bread are you talking about? The cake itself. The baked part. Thanks so much for the raid, Lorix. Let me give you some shoutouts. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. How are you? What were you playing? Let me know. Do you like cake? That was a weird question to ask because most people like cake. I don't like cake. Did I give you the wrong shoutout? I did. So here we go. You were playing Bread and Fred. Never heard of it. What's it all about? Let me know. What is Bread and Fred? Speaking of bread-ish. Or a loaf of bread made out of cake. The cake itself. Like, I don't like the type of bread that the cake is made out of. It's very fun. Co-op penguin ice climb. Oh, I know about it! I've seen some gameplay. I think it'd be really fun to play it on stream if I had someone to play with. The game you won't play with me. You want to play it, Jen? Speaking of baked goods. Yeah, bread. Yeah, I don't like the bread that cake is usually made out of. I like cheesecake. I do like cheesecake. I also like pumpkin pie. I like apple pie. Yeah. You hate sourdough bread? Nah, sourdough is okay. Wait, pie crusts? Bro, I will eat pie crusts just on their own. Like, I will, like, say I take a chicken pot pie or like a baked sweet pie. I will peel off the edge of the crust that are up on the corners, and I will just eat those. Can't fault me on disliking normal cakes? Thank you. You understand. Ugh. You wanted to play too? You guys can fight over it. Because I'm the one who asked to play it. And only one person can play with me. Your grandma used to make a banger strawberry and blueberry cheesecake. I like strawberries. I don't like strawberry jelly or flavoring. But strawberries themselves are good. And I hate blueberries, but I like blueberry filling and flavoring. Is that weird? I'm very picky about such things. I like apples, but I hate applesauce. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I like cherry flavorings, but I hate cherries. You like tomato sauce, but hate tomatoes? Yeah, same here. I like tomato sauce. I like ketchup, which is, you know, tomato sauce. I like tomato soup, but I can't eat tomatoes. I will actually, if I bite into a raw tomato, I will gag. Every time I try it. If it's cooked and it's mixed in with other things, I can manage. As long as the tomato is not too much of the flavor palette. I'm pretty picky. You're fine with eggs, but you hate mayo. I think, Popper Boy, you hate eggs, right? Where else do we have to go? We have to go to mines. Yeah, you told us that even the thought of it makes you sick, right? I think that's what you told me. You'd rather eat them than starve us, Force? I am an egg enjoyer. I really like eggs. Like, I had eggs this morning. I won't talk about how I had it, how I made it, how I ate it, because it would disgust Popper Boy, but I like eggs. I had them. The searing egg! Oh, what a meme. Oh, what's with that pale blue tree in the distance? Maybe it's a guy you can go and try and date. That's what you look for, right, Amy? Mine is one of the highest places in the state. It's taller than... And it's still taller. It's crazy. Grandma's the history buff around here, and even she's never seen anything like it. I'm starting to get the jitters. You don't like the taste of most meats, but you love the smell. I can understand that. I like chicken. Chicken is my meat of choice. I don't like steak. I don't like pork very much. Hamburger is okay. Yeah. I'm rather picky about that. I like chicken. Any other meat is kind of meh. Sausage is good. Okay, okay. Meat conglomerates? Meat conglomerates? A murder of meat is pretty good. A bratwurst? Delicious. A hot dog? Delicious. I like those things where a bunch of meat comes together to make something good. Everyone's really raring to go after being away from the mines for so long. Me? I'm about to explode. Dig, dig, and dig some more. That's what we miners do. Likes all kinds of meat, including the smell. Nice. Yeah. Other than chicken and meat murders of meat, conglomerates of meat, I'm not really into it. When I was young, I thought I liked steak. You know, I didn't actually like the taste of steak, but I thought I had to because, man, I was into werewolves. And I was like, yes. I told my dad, yes, make it rare. Give me some blood on that. I'm a werewolf, and I eat my steaks raw. That was me when I was a kid. But then I ate it a couple times, and I was like, this is gross. I don't like the red in it. I tried steak, didn't like it, same with lobster. Steak is alright. It's a really meh for me. Lobster is decent. Only burger you've had that you liked was Wagyu. Burger patties are strange to me. Depending on how they're made, I'll eat. I'll eat it no matter what. If that's what we've made, I don't want to waste food. But burger patties, I prefer it the more moist they are. If they're dry, the texture and the flavor is not there. Reopen the mine is a pain in the butt. But you know what? I missed it when it was closed. Not working here just didn't feel right. I guess I've got mining in my blood after all. That's the guy who was always slacking off, and then when things went haywire and also Gaunt's was AFK because he was taking the Gnosis, this guy stepped up and now he likes it. Burgers need the grease? Dry burgers are just meat for chili. Yeah, basically. Because once it's in chili, then there's plenty of moisture and liquid around it to take care of the dryness of the meat itself. Can I have a burger without cheese? I'll eat a burger without cheese. But I would put cheese on it if it's available because I like cheese and cheese is my favorite thing. I'm from Wisconsin. I like cheese. I had a talk with Mayor Brixton. We agreed to reopen the mine. These septium veins carry the lifeblood of our village in them. The way I see it, mines needs this place to move forward. You're from California, you love cheese? California has a lot of cows, right? We've been away for a while, but now I finally get back to it. Time to make up for all that lost digging. Moo? Okay, yes, then you have a lot of cows. They're all up north, though? All up north. I was thinking of heading straight to the casino now that we can travel to the city again. But in the end, I've decided to roll up my sleeves here and at work before anything else. Gaunt's being responsible? Alright, let's do this. Wow, that's crazy. Times are tough right now, but we've got to do everything we can to keep mines kicking. Marlowe's the guy who likes the waitress, right? Maybe if I do enough, Luca will eventually come around on me. Yeah, he likes Luca. Like, each village, this area, has, like, someone who's into someone else. Hello, Wenzel. Gotta be responsible for getting fried on the Gnosis. Yeah, Rizero, Nikolai, Gans, some other dude. I had to exterminate some particularly dangerous monsters when they opened the mine back up. They were nothing special compared to the magic golems or a cryptid, but still. Hunting monsters solo is no easy task. Hang on a sec. Alright, I'm good. You assume you've had fried or deep fried cheese. Do you happen to know what cheese curds are? Specifically, deep fried cheese curds. Mmm, delicious. You can't go to an event without a cheese curd wagon being at it. They're overpriced as heck, but they're good. Delicious. Cheese curds? Mmm, baby. There's a cheese curd wagon or cart that drives around town. A truck. And maybe I get it like once every half year from there. It's like the highlight of my year. We have a dish here called Saganaki. It's basically a medium size of cheese fried. So it's a large piece of cheese that's fried. I think that'd be pretty good because it gets gooey in the middle, right? It gets crunchy on the outside. Do you bread it? You know, I've been meaning to ask, what's that noise you make? Oh, my yawn. Yeah, one day when I started yawning, it just started happening. My uvula vibrates or flails back and forth when I yawn. Sounds like an innuendo. Uvula? The thing in the back of your throat? I can also, like, kind of purr while breathing out. That's the thing that vibrates. It's hard to get it to do. Sometimes I have it really good, but it's like the snore. It's like the snore thing. The thing that vibrates when you snore. I can't do it right now. It's not warmed up. So when I yawn, that thing like, brrr, it goes brrr. If you're tired enough to do that purr thing when you yawn, right? Yeah, for sure. It just happens every time. Gotta get your uvula nice and not to purr properly. All right. Careful what you're saying, huh? When you breathe out? Oh, just by breathing. Really? I'm trying to... All the talk about cheese is making you hungry? Wuffy, get some cheese curds. We're nothing special compared to the magic golems or cryptid, but still, hunting monsters solo is no easy task. Now I'm dying. Wow, that's still pretty incredible of you. Just goes to show they make bracers out of sterner stuff over in the Empire. You flatter me. Erebonia is currently embroiled in a civil war. I don't deny my concerns over how my homeland is doing. I will hydrate, thank you. But now's not the time for that. We have other issues lying before us. If I can't handle them now, then I don't deserve to look back on the past or toward the future. He never goes easy on himself, does he? I have hydrated. Can't do that stuff, but you can change the pitch of your voice surprisingly high and low. Nice. Moisten your esophagus. Alright. We're gonna say things in the most suspicious ways possible now, are we? Nice. Blondie's portrait reminds you of Richard's? Yeah, that's what I first thought when I saw Wenzel's portrait, is they looked very much like Richard. Even when President Croy even with President Croy out of commission, Crossbill is still in a precarious position. I'll wait for the pair at the end to get their fighting strength back before I ask them to lend a hand. Pair at the inn. I'll have to go see what that is. Times are tough, but that's all the more reason for us to stand tall. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Which means Ren is there too. Let's go. We get to see Estelle and Joshua and maybe Ren. We'll be getting food soon. We have done it, everybody. We have caused Wuffy to get food by talking about it. We did it. We won. This girl's name is Kimmy. This guy's name is Baccarai. Bakery in German. A murder of hot dogs. Unlike other times today, you woke up to catch my stream. Oh, okay. So you were actually sleeping beforehand, so you don't have to... I mean, you could, but you're not exhausted and ready to go to sleep, right? Is that it? Usually I catch you at the end of your night, and so it's really hard for you to watch. I appreciate that you are enjoying the stream.
This one. Weird tree. This big weird tree popped up out of nowhere outside. But Daddy's been smiling over ever since the mine opened back up. And so long as Daddy's happy, that makes me happy too.
A big piece of cheese covered in cold water. Dip it in flour and fried on a pan of oil. You're welcome. Fried cheese. Let's go. Look, you guys might look at me disgusted, but I can always go. I can always go for just a slice of Kraft cheese. You know the cheese that they water down and add chemicals to make it only part cheese? If I have some of that in the fridge and I'm snacky, I'll just take a slice of that, plop it in my mouth. It's pretty tasty. People hate on it because it's not real, like, real cheese. And it's not even defined as real cheese by the FDA. It's tasty, though. Water is just that. Pre-filtered coffee, isn't it? Yeah, I guess. Needs to be filtered through the coffee first. You're right. Not even just a piece of bread with it? Nope. Nope. I don't want, look, I'm already eating a slice of cheese. That's already pretty unhealthy. I don't want to add bread on top of it. If I'm gonna have bread with it, I'll have grilled cheese as part of an actual meal. Hi, Oodles. Sometimes you grab a handful of string cheese and eat it. When you say a handful, you actually mean a handful, and instead of pulling it, like, because it's string cheese, instead of pulling strings off of it, you just take bites off of the stick. That's how you're implying. All the folks in mines are real proud of our mine. It's that pride that'll carry us through the tough times, no matter how crazy things get. I'm sure you all have something you can't give up on, too. Never forget that. Your string cheese isn't like that? It's not string cheese if you can't pull it and make strings out of it, right? It's called string cheese because you can make strings out of it. Right? You sometimes do here, grease, right? Take some bread, dip it in oil, cover it with cheese and fry it for a minute. So the bread is covering, so the cheese is covering the bread. That sounds crazy good. How does that work out? String cheese. It looks like rope, but made out of cheese. The heck? Braided. I see what you mean. Weird. No, I've seen that before. No, I've seen that before. You can pull this. You can pull it like if you grab an end of one of the parts of it, you can like pull it out and break it off. I've seen that in unit like that before. You love having that in pita bread. Interesting. I've never tried that. Max is feeling better again, and thank goodness for it. Seeing him and his fellow miners so hard at work is nothing short of inspiring. As a proud woman of mines, it's my duty to support them as best I can. It is 5 o'clock, folks. After mines, I'm going to wrap up my stream so I can get my cat for a walk before it gets dark out. Be a little shorter stream. This will also help propel me into actually streaming tomorrow. 3 hours is pretty good for trails for me because my voice wears out quick. If I go to 4 hours, it's always fun, but Oodles demands walkies, as Papa Boy said. And if I stop now, it'll be easier to stream tomorrow without ruining my voice. So I'll finish up mines here. Speak with Estelle and Joshua if that's who Wenzel was talking about, and possibly Ren. And then wrap it up. It's a great relief to know that Logie can return to the mine. I can't say for sure what will become of Crossbell from here on out. But as long as the younger generation stays strong and grounded, I'm sure there's hope for the future. Can we see Potter Motter? Oof. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you about that one. And the kid, Alan, is still raring to jump off this edge. Hanging out with no safety features. Alec, not Alan. Dad and the miners got to go back in the mine today. Seeing them happy makes me kind of happy too. Is that weird? No, it's not weird to see your father and friends happy. Not with this world anymore. Sag. What NPCs have you not talked to yet? Just curious what you'll be doing maybe tomorrow. Crossbell City. Crossbell City NPCs. And Yorg. Though I have taken care of Orcus Tower, I have also spoken with people in Station Street. So, I have partial Crossbell coverage. Oh, Michelin. Michelin's also available now. Like I said, it's definitely not everyone's content. But for those who enjoy it, I'm glad you do. It's the NPCs chatting and also faffing around with chat, talking nonsense about cheese. I hear the guards who joined the resistance are now working with the defense force. Once President Croy was arrested, the hostilities had no reason to continue. And Kyria bombs. Yeah, every once in a while we'll bring up Kyria bombs. Mention how it's really great and the Kiral and how the doctors don't even know of its true potential, but whatever. And possibly punishment stream next week. Possibly. It depends how soon the hot stuff arrives. I don't want to do the stream and not have it prepared. Even if it's possible that it does not get chosen. Well, this would be the first part of the tree streams. Probably, because the wetlands isn't going to have... well, I mean, I haven't checked, but the wetlands probably isn't going to have much other than monsters to farm. A flamboyance. It's a relief to know that Mira and the others' efforts haven't gone to waste. Mira and the rest of the former CGF members fought hard for us through their resistance efforts, and for so long, too. They thanked us repeatedly before leaving town, but really, we're the ones who owe them a great debt. I'd like to invite them back to Mines once all of this is over and done with. It's a group of flamingos. That makes sense. I maybe could have guessed that, given I had sat there and thought about it for 10 minutes. Maybe. I never thought I'd see anything like this in my lifetime. God, snap out of it, Carlos. Now's not the time to be getting weak in the knees. The mine is open again and everyone is motivated to work. I've got to look on the bright side of things. I don't know why I get Carlos that voice. Because I usually give Carlos the same voice I give Billy, but Billy doesn't have that voice. Constance and Marla looked weirdly giddy while they were on their way to work. I'll bet they're planning to throw a party tonight to celebrate the mine's reopening. Jeez, what a pain. But considering everything else going on outside the village, it's a relief to know some things never change. A group of foxes? Sounds like... what's a group of foxes? A leash? I'm only one fox. I've never been in a group, so I don't know what that would be like. I'm Sag. After all that commotion way down south, a couple of exhausted bracers and a crying little girl showed us up here. Get a bunch of fox VTubers together and then you'd have a group? Yeah, like a kitsune group. I say kitsune because that's popular. 07? No need to be 07. We could get a group of foxes together if I was ambitious enough to create a small group of people. But I'm not. I'm scared and alone. And I prefer it that way. What's a group of VTubers called? An insane asylum. Guessing they were part of the group that freed Crossbow City. We're happy to host them for as long as they need. Any allies of the Resistance are allies of ours. Just cast like another fox tuber to start the group and then admit me? I don't know, we should gaslight. I don't think that's a good idea. I think gaslighting is bad. But if we could convince them without gaslighting, we could go that way. This is where the lady and her maid were, and they bought a septium crystal. I forgot their names. Hello, folks. Where's Ren? Yeah, what up? Oh, hey guys. Hello. Estelle? Joshua? So this is where you went after the operation. We heard you guys laid waste to one of those ions.
Indeed, with Potter Mater, you all must have make a formidable team.
She said it. She said that. Why would she say that?
Yeah.
Oh my god! She's smiling through the pain! That's our Estelle. Keep smiling through the pain. That's what you always do. They don't know the Potter Mater go all yellered. Now that's a phrase. Poor Potter Mater. Well, it's true that we wouldn't be here if not for his sacrifice. Huh? Potter Mater was a he. Guys, Potter Mater's a he. Did we know that?
Come to think of it, where's Ren?
Is this Jorg? This is Jorg. Fast asleep. It's her. Did she go into a sad coma? They said it in 0 again? I forgot. Meister Jorg!
We weren't aware you were here.
Well, I am at their request. Despite the chaos outside, I couldn't stay away after Potter Mater's death.
That archaism died?
Joshua and Jorg zombie? For those who don't know, in my notebook of notes that I keep about trails, I have Jorg zombie ? In there, and I'd always look at it and laugh. At least I visited both of them before his stream ended. Yeah, somehow. I thought I was going to visit Jorg at his place, but here he is. And it makes sense that he's here. Wait, so you mean...
Yeah. He grabbed that blue eye and dragged it up into the clouds with him, and then...
He...
self-destructed. Completely of his own volition.
So that's what happened.
That machine opted to sacrifice itself.
It was protecting Ren.
Mater.
I have a hard time doing Ren's voice. Gosh darn it. Potter Mater. I don't know why. I went into falsetto there. My head voice. Did not work. She's probably been crying for hours, huh? Poor girl must be tuckered out by now.
Of course she is. The two were so close they were practically inseparable.
Potter Mater resigned itself to its fate. I cannot help but admire the heart it displayed in choosing to give its own life to protect that girl. As a doll maker, I couldn't be prouder.
Meister. We've been getting in reports about what's going on. Things have gotten worse, haven't they?
We'd be happy to lend you some help once we've fully recovered. Maybe they'll hop in at the end again, just like they did in 0. Thanks, you two, but you don't have to worry about that. Never mind. Your health should be your top priority right now. Take all the time you need. Not saying we want to end up with like the little Missy's doll, but taking Keto back is something we gotta do on our own. No holds barred. Did they run out of serum capsules? You know, they had a lot in Sky Third, but they must have run out by now. It's been a while. It's important that what Jorg did allowed Potter Mater to be able to do what he did. Giving it autonomy. Yeah. Jorg isn't so bad. Even though he works at one of the 12 workshops that makes up the 13 factors.
We can't respect... Oh, we can respect that. Good luck, guys.
Be careful out there. May the goddess protect you all. In the one land of origin. We were told that Professor Novartis has already left Crossbell too. Must be a relief to know that you won't have to deal with the society from here on. To be honest, we're not even sure what their goal here was. Though from the sound of it, their sights are squarely set on the Empire. The Phantasmal Blaze plan. What they did in Crossbell may have only been the first ripple of a much larger scheme. Hope Olivier and the others are all right.
When you say Olivier...
Yes, they mean Oliver. You're talking about Prince Oliver, yeah? That's right. Nah, Olivier died in Cold Steel 1. That's right. We haven't been able to get in contact with him since the Civil War in Erebonia began. He's probably not in any danger as long as Mueller's with him, but then again...
It's natural to be worried, given the circumstances.
Haven't been able to get in contact with Olivier. That's scary. There is no Civil War in Ba Sing Se. Who was it? Who was it that was denying the war? Oh, Erebonia. Oh, that reminds me. You all should have this. There's a Morin Ore Git. 4. That's 4. Which means 4 best in slot weapons. So at least our main party has best in slot weapons. If it gives evasion for Lloyd. If not, then... Sorry, Lloyd. We found it near where Potter Mater passed away. I'm assuming it broke off the ion. Maybe you can find a good use for it. I see. We'll try our best to... The Azure Tree. I think whatever's going on there is on an even greater scale than when the Libra Arc showed up in Libro. Be careful, everyone. Wait. I have a quartz fragment. Where is Rebecca? Maybe the CPD is open again. That's 4 swords for Risha? Hey, quadruple the strength.
You guys better be careful out there. Give him a good fight, but please don't end up like Potter Mater. You got that?
Yeah, loud and clear, Estelle. You know, we probably wouldn't be alive and kicking right now either if it weren't for the big guy.
We should have thanked him at the doll studio while we still had the chance. Yeah, I wish we could have gotten to spend more time with him, too. Don't worry about Ren, by the way. She's grown a lot stronger over these last 6 months. And she's not alone anymore. I know she can make it through this.
That's great to hear.
Please give her our regards when she wakes up.
Blah! Blah! She puts one in each hand, one between her breasts, and another between her thighs. Easy. Mater's logic circuits were not originally designed with autonomous functionality in mind. Perhaps through its time with Ren, it acquired something akin to a soul. Mater's soul? Question mark? Soul zombie? Mater's soul zombie? I've been a doll maker for decades now, but evidently I still have much to learn. Though tragic what transpired today may have been in Ren's best interest. She no longer has to be reliant on her, emotionally reliant on her robot parent. Did they dream of electric sheep? Ooh, good question. Really good question. We won't ever know. Pottermotter's dead. This feeling of genuine loss is something she was able to process properly in the past. With this, her world now begins anew. And now Joshua's Potter and Estella's Mater.
Potter, Mater, why did you...
Ren.
We should let her rest.
Should we? She said Papa, Mama. Alright, I will set myself up for next stream. I will go to the CPD. Where I can potentially use my quartz fragment at the beginning of next stream. Also, I wonder when I get to read Sunshine Agnes. I'm sure during this segment of the game I will acquire another book somewhere. Potentially the finale. Okay, yeah, here she is. We will do this next time. Let me face us towards. Let's make sure we're being proper and awaiting by being seated. There, we're seated for next time. That works. That works. Now, when we get start stream next time, we can do the quartz fragment and learn more about Kia. How many Sunshine Agnes books do I have? All of them up to this point. Chapter 13. Not the finale, otherwise it would say the finale. It would tell me it's a finale in the title. I mean, it should. At least that's what they've done with previous times. Previous books, that is. Maybe I'll get it next stream? Maybe. I don't know. Find out. Potentially next stream is tomorrow. I didn't go for 4 hours. I haven't ruined my voice completely. Therefore, tomorrow, potentially next stream. No promises. Sometimes Frost is just like, no. No stream. Usually because I end up going like shopping or something and then my day is like over. Oh, we get the Olivia or Jazzy. Start doing homework? Brother. Get your homework done. That's important. Just like I need to do my homework. I need to study up on trails. The problem is I didn't start taking notes until 0 and partway through 0. So while I should remember things from Sky, remembering them for a quiz might be harder. And for all who are here, Papa Boy and Jen Boss Jr. made a quiz for me with punishments for a punishment roller for if I get a question wrong, I will have to roll on the punishment list and do the punishment. It was mostly Popper. I mean, you were involved too, and I appreciate that. And thus, that'll happen soon, once the spicy stuff gets here. Even if it's potentially that I won't even have to do the spicy stuff, it'll be here. Sometimes Frost just doesn't want to deal with chat, which is a valid thing. In what scenario? You mean me ending stream right now? An hour earlier? Oh, you mean, because sometimes I just don't stream some days. You think I'm sniveling in the corner saying, wow, those idiots, those chatters. I really got them this time by not streaming. You hate us? Believe what you will. I will not tell you the truth. Baka. It's not like I like you guys or anything. Baka. Alright, who we raiding today, huh? I'm gonna read what you said, Pocket. Gosh darn it. There's trails into Reverie streamers. Kappa. Big Kappa. No way I'm doing that. Shame. One day. One day! We're real close to the end of Azure. That means Cold Steel and 3D soon. If you stream it? What are you streaming, Ant the Gamer ADG? Welcome for the first time chat. You guys raid you? I'm looking for a trail streamer right now. There's some Sky streamers right now. I'll raid one of them. You have to start one? Don't force yourself. Don't worry. Do you really wanna stream trails? It's a handful. It's a handful of a game. Trails in the Sky. SC. Come on, Twitch, you know what that game is. The Kate next door is streaming. Queen Zelda Stars is streaming 0. And then a game or 11 games. There are a lot of games out right now. 0 streamer, we haven't rated before. Queen Zelda Zelda Stars, is that what you're talking about? Oh, ah crap, I just got spoiled. Hang on. Shucks. I saw a thumbnail for a Cold Steel stream, now I'm mad. I need to get out of here. I need to end this stream. I'm mad now. We gotta go. I'm upset. What was the spoiler? I mean, it's not really a spoiler. I just saw a character. A character I'd expect to see because, I mean, that character I've seen in a screenshot on Steam on the front page for Reverie, you know? I've seen characters because Steam decides to promote to me the Reverie game and shows me characters in screenshots on the front page. So I was like, oh, yeah, those characters in those games. Great. Which makes sense, right? I wonder who it is. Yuna time traveling? Wasn't Yuna. You guys wouldn't mind, right? I saw Tio. Which I expected. I expected to see them in the future. Especially since I see them in the Reverie screenshots. Surprising, surprising. Who's Tio? Never heard of her. Chimkin Raid or Box Cat Barrage? Which one is it? Boom! What's a Tio? Is it edible? And with that question, I will leave you all to it. Consider whether Tio is an edible. Not an edible. That's a different thing that we shouldn't talk about. Is a Tio edible, not an edible? I'm ending stream. Goodbye, everybody. I've dug the hole too deep. Bye. Man, Frosty, you're crazy with it. Let's end stream, yeah? Let's end stream. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.